keep laughing.
All right, then. We are live, guys. Sorry about that delay. We just had a couple of things that I had to get ready. Computer screwing up. It's August 22nd. And how is everybody doing today? And of course, we got our panel here. We got Techxtremist this way.
That's 90s, right?
Yeah, yeah. We got.
It definitely went over into 2000. Come on, Hector.
We got Techlife right here on this corner. We got Sneed right here on the corner. The man. We got Sneed. What's going on, bro?
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Testing out this new audio equipment here. Just seeing how this is gonna work out.
Big time, man.
We upgraded. Let's see here. How's it going, Sean? I saw that you were in here actually earlier around 4. Sorry about the delay, bro. And then we got Shannon. What's going on?
What's up, Shannon?
We got Gene. What up?
Gene.
And then we got the Sobo for doing the
Yeah.
What are you doing it with the Rockford Fosgate or the kickers, bro?
Oh, man, the Rockford Fosgates. 15s, bro. 15s.
Got to do 15s. Then we got Ricky. What's going on, Ricky?
RFK.
I know he just got done with a live. And then
good
we got
topic on the millimeter wave. That was nice, dude.
Oh, yeah, that was some good stuff. Exactly. Yeah. Then we got Baby Yoda in the house. What's going on, Baby Yoda?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, let's see here. Oh, and we got our favorite person here, Skunk Ape. What's going on, Skunk Ape?
There's like 4 of them, Carlos. I don't know
bro. I'm confused, bro. There's so many. They just follow us, bro. Mm-hmm. Then we got Mr. Sean. Let's see who else is in here.
Big Sean.
I think we got was that the low? Okay, so we got the lowercase Skunk Ape. Then we got YFS. What's up, bro? My Spectrum internet died. Oh no!
Surprise.
Tech Outlaw. What up, bro?
We
got Omar.
Omar, hey.
What's going on? Let's see here. Who else do we have here? We got Arshawn. What's going on, bro?
Arshawn, hey man.
And then we got here the homie Kimon. What's going on? Man?
What's up, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Then we got over here Josh. What's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on, Gregory? How are you, bro? Then we got No You. What's going on, bro? How are you? We got Mr. No Radio.
What up?
Oh, bro, look at who we got in the house, bro. TM Productions. What's going on, baby? Yeah. It's been a while.
When you get amped up like that, Los, you're gonna have to turn your gain down.
Yeah, no, it's like,
oh shit, my bad.
The energy's good. I'm just letting you know what you sound like, bro.
my bad, bro.
I know you got some bass in there, man.
Right.
And then let's see here. Bobby, what's going on, bro?
What's up, Bob?
We got Nimmer,
hey.
We got Tanner.
What up, bruh?
We got Henry.
That's right, brother.
And then we got Maverick. Oh, man. Maverick, come on, bro. You got to leave Sprint alone, bro. You got to leave him alone.
Say hi to Brandon Franco. We've known him for a long time.
What's up,
Brandon? Hey, Brandon. Hey, brother.
And then we got Lavendi. What's going on, bro?
Homie Lavendi.
And then I see another face, Chad. What's up, bro?
Chad, hey, man.
All right, so now with the introductions, we got, I guess, that's pretty much covers everybody for now. All right, so today's topic, we could start off. What do you feel like starting off with today, Hector? I mean, we got several things we want to
coverage maps.
All right,
who's got the most accurate coverage map?
All right, let's hit it.
Let's do it.
You started off, bro.
Okay, so I made a video recently regarding that, and so just to get this out of the way, in my opinion, the most accurate crowdsourced map out there, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, maybe some of you as well, is the Root Metrics map. And the reason is because they put their own testing in there on top of the crowdsourced data. So it's got control testing on top of the crowd data. So it gives you a much more comprehensive, it's got more data points than NPerf, for example, the Root Metrics map. And it doesn't matter that the NPerf app is more popular, because it is. I don't know if they have deals with other apps or whatever, where they take data and then they put it in their own app. It could be, because it does have a ton of data points. But anyway, I compared them all, and what I found is that Verizon had the most accurate map. Their gaps were there. They're exactly like the crowdsourced maps. AT&T was second, and then T-Mobile was, well, third. They kind of exaggerate their maps more than anybody. What do you guys think? What's your take on that? Who do you think is has the better carrier map? If you remember off the top of your head.
Ooh, I mean, I've always believed that root metrics and open signal would be more of a reliable source in mapping just because it's real live data being done by these firms
And
and
what
by
about from the
individuals.
carriers? Like the own carrier map. Do you guys notice that the FCC
Yeah.
is trying to make them do testing, and then AT&T and Verizon and T-Mobile were like, oh no, let's not do that. I think it's because it's going to expose them a little bit. I think it's going to expose them. I think Verizon's cool with it because Verizon's like, hey, let's go.
I think you're onto something there, Hector.
Yeah.
I do think that Verizon exaggerates theirs, but not to the degree we see from the other two. The thing about AT&T that's interesting is their map will legitimately improve. Like it will be better because the FirstNet contract is going to accelerate that. So I'd be more concerned about T-Mobile, and here's why. T-Mobile has already said no new sites in the future, right? They're going to be focusing on dealing with congestion.
What a mistake.
Exactly. And they're losing coverage because of roaming agreements with US Cellular. So not only are they going to stop their own build, they are going to discontinue a roaming partner who is critical in over a dozen states.
Yeah.
That is absurd. You're going to lose entire states. Like you won't even if they do all connection testing, T-Mobile speeds will go from like 45 megabits per second national to like 13 because of so many sites being 2G, 3G reliant, not being LTE and things like that. Or, you're taking away roaming agreements, so there's no coverage. If you get a no coverage test, it should read 0 megabits per second. It should hurt the average download speed test. Yeah. Not just the fact that it doesn't have coverage, but it needs to hurt the download speed because it doesn't exist. It's going to hurt them bad. And it's low-hanging fruit. We could sit here and rag on T-Mobile all day. They're the youngest carrier. That's the truth. Their network has a lot of catching up to do. They haven't been able to spend, which is really the bottom line when it comes to the network, right? You spend more, you can build more. And we'll see if it changes what they wanted. And honestly, with the FCC telling AT&T and T-Mobile, we'd like you guys to drive this, form an actual map, and then they say, no, it's expensive. Did you see T-Mobile's language, their response? They said, our resources could be better spent building out our network. That's the first honest thing they've ever said.
Yeah.
In I don't know how long. I feel like that's the most honest thing they've said in years.
Yep.
Because what they're putting up a white flag. They're saying we can't do that. We literally can't do that.
Limited resources.
Spend the money on Anthony Anderson for Scam Shield commercials. This is a serious issue. If I was the FCC, if I was Ajit Pai, I'd grab my big Reese's Cup mug and I'd say, "You made the Scam Shield commercial. How much did you pay Anthony Anderson?" I would say something slick like that. But I think you're right, Hector. I think Verizon makes out like a bandit if they are forced to map, because Verizon would be like, all we got to do really is take our current map and shrink it a little bit, and it'll still be 20% better than AT&T and 40% better than T-Mobile's.
And just for anybody in the comment section or anybody that's watching, I think thanks for being biased on this. Yes. I urge you, go look at the maps yourself and perf, root metrics, whichever you open signal, pick one. It doesn't matter. You're gonna see the same thing. Verizon has the bigger network. It's not a lie. It's not something we're making up. Sorry,
I'm not surprised. I mean that makes sense. They've been around a long time. They've been spending double the money for a long time, for over a decade longer than T-Mobile has. Like when T-Mobile was spending $6 billion, Verizon was spending 15. When T-Mobile was spending 4, Verizon was spending 12.
Right.
And that's every year. That's if we're running a race and I'm at the 50-yard line and you're at the 10, your own 10, I'm winning that race. And if you don't, unless you got a jetpack, I'm gone. I'm going to win that race hands down, and I'll cruise and coast.
Yep.
That's true.
What about Techlife?
Yeah. So early on, when the AT&T roaming agreement ended with T-Mobile, they kind of didn't extend that either. And
Yeah, good point.
it seems to be the same thing here with US Cellular. So it's going to kind of, I guess, force T-Mobile to add that coverage. When that happens, we don't know. But I think T-Mobile's coverage is the one that is exaggerated the most, and it's because they actually claim the fair coverage on their coverage maps. And when you get to those areas that say fair signal, fair coverage, you don't know if you're going to actually have service or not. It's like a toss-up. So that's why I think their coverage map has always been the most exaggerated, because a lot of that fair signal means they're covering that area from a cell site that's 30 plus miles away, if not more.
Right.
So that just, for me, that doesn't work. I think Sneed is right. I think AT&T is effectively expanding due to the FirstNet. It's a very important contract. And if you don't expand, I'm sure the government can easily take that contract and give it to Verizon. That's not a big deal at all.
That's the worst case scenario, Tyrone.
Exactly.
That we, as customers, we do not want to see that happen. Anybody other than Verizon, because Verizon we consider to be the coverage leader. Do they really need additional coverage? I mean, yeah, that might be good for FirstNet and first responders and the government contract and everybody, but it doesn't help the general consumer who's looking for competitive marketplace with T-Mobile and AT&T.
I mean, that's probably the reason why they lost it, right? Verizon,
Yeah.
because they didn't think they needed it. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
But interesting.
And then
should have gone to Sprint.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
Should have gone to Sprint, man.
things would have been different nowadays.
Yeah, give them 10 megahertz national of low band, 20 megahertz national of low band. You change the network completely.
Yep. You give them money to roll
That's
it
a
out
good
too. The reimbursement.
That's a really good point.
Yeah, I was saying if we could get them a tax break for 5 years on anything that they put up and build out, tax break, the labor, the hardware.
And how much money did AT&T get? $5 billion? How much was it? I could be wrong.
Sounds about right. 4 or 5
$5 billion, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a good shot in the arm, no doubt.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
And Sprint needed that low band because band 26 wasn't going to cut it.
Yeah.
5 megahertz ain't gonna do none, bro.
Actually, Sprint needs Verizon's tower density. They needed to flip flop.
Yeah.
Right? Like the way Verizon has some of their tower arrangements throughout these metropolitan areas where there's a tower site every 3/4 of a mile or mile and a half or mile. That's what the 2.5 would have shined.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you would have even had overlap because, 2.5 can essentially work pretty well with a little bit of tweaking, probably some beam forming. It could have worked from 2 miles.
Yeah.
So it would have been amazing on the Verizon network.
It's just a question for you guys. You guys might know this more than I do, but can T-Mobile use HPUE, high power output, whatever it's called, on N41? Can they use it on N41?
I wouldn't see why not.
Yeah. As long as the device has to be capable of it. I know the network can do it.
The Galaxies do, I believe, the S line and the Note series.
I just asked because I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know.
It's something that's not really discussed, Hector, and that's an interesting topic because of the advantage it gives with speed and connection.
Yeah, because on the video I made today, I was about maybe about 300 to 400 yards away, which is about 1,200 feet from the tower, and it was cutting in and out like millimeter wave N41, which I know they're maybe tuning it still, so we'll give them a pass a little bit there.
Sure, yeah.
But it just doesn't make any sense. I was thinking, well, why don't they put HPUE on this thing?
Hector, I actually don't want to give them a pass. They have Sprint engineers still. I don't want to give them a pass.
So
I'm not gonna give them a pass. So they have John Saw. They have the Sprint engineering team. I'm not giving them a pass.
Well, true. Yeah, it should be an easy transition. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, here's an interesting comment from TimMan36. He says a Sprint customer says T-Mobile is already moving them off of the U.S. cellular roaming, it seems, to Viero.
And they call me a liar.
What? I thought you were lying. I'm just kidding. I didn't. I don't know anything about that.
I get called a liar every day, man. All I do is
In one of my videos, I did admit that at first I wasn't really with you guys on that. You know how you guys were kind of criticizing T-Mobile.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I've come around to it because I've seen it for myself. And it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, these guys really don't like T-Mobile. I guess they don't. And now that I've kind of started researching it more and seeing it more, a lot of the stuff you guys were saying before I kind of started getting involved with it, it's true. It's
Can two things be true, Hector? Can we hate T-Mobile and also be telling the truth about the negativity that surrounds the network?
I think so.
Like you can be objective and still not like what a company is doing. Like I love the customer. I am the customer. I'm a truth seeker, right?
Right.
That may mean I have to dog an executive occasionally, or I need to poo a network plan occasionally, you know, and I can't hold back because if I do, then I'm holding punches and that's not going to give the correct scope.
Well, it would be like saying, I really love BMWs, but I know I'm going to be at the mechanic a lot.
Yeah.
It's true, right?
Yeah.
It's true story.
Carlos, talk to him. You know,
It's not that bad, bro.
Sorry, Carlos. I forgot that you own a BMW, man. My bad.
The newer ones are not that bad. The older ones, yeah, they were.
Yeah, I'm sure they're getting better. I had an M5, a 2005 M5, 6-speed, and that thing had that Vanos issue.
Yep.
Ah, dude, that sucked. But anyway, moving on.
It hurt your pocket, bruised it up pretty good, huh?
Yeah, the Bengals, yeah.
Fun to drive though.
Let's see here. Caveman Junction, Oregon has no more U.S. cellular roaming as well. Well, there you go. There's another confirmation right there. And Oregon is very big with U.S. cellular.
Okay, we see you, Sneed.
Oh, I mean, Sneed. Hey,
Sorry, you don't have coverage,
bro.
I'm sorry.
What did I tell? Remember, I brought it up like what was it? About a month and a half ago. I was like, hey, bro, I saw the email. They're talking about cutting it soon.
You, my friend, are betting 1,000. You're like Babe Ruth, bro. You just on base every time. He's in home runs every time.
So how good is what's that company called with the V? Viral? How good is your coverage compared to
you guys familiar with that coverage? Couldn't comment.
I've never even bothered checking up.
Google.
I've never experienced it, so I don't know. No idea.
I've never connected to it. I've never seen it.
But
I'm guessing it's very regional because it's probably not even in multiple states.
That's what I was thinking. The fact that we don't know about it, it's probably not that great.
Yeah.
It's very limited. It seems like they offer cellular and internet. It's an internet provider too.
Our coverage checker. I'm on it.
Hector, yeah, cross-reference that, Hector. Yeah.
Okay, well, it's only like
we pay them the big bucks, you know.
According to their map, okay, that's their map. They cover east and south of Colorado, all of Nebraska, and Kansas. Oh yeah. Forgot I could do that. Sorry, guys.
I was gonna say, Hector, how does it benefit a regional carrier to lie about coverage? It probably doesn't, because it's probably a small enough coverage map to where somebody could say, "You lied. I want my money back."
Yeah.
You know, it's not like Verizon or AT&T where it's hard to verify. Like, oh, I was in Anchorage, Alaska, and you said there was coverage on this street, and it's not there. You know, like that's hard to do.
So nothing for North Carolina. I know we care about that for multiple reasons.
Sure. Yeah.
And then Colorado. So it looks like east side of the state, southern part of the state.
Here, out there, anybody?
And then they got Nebraska.
Mm-hmm. Nebraska's covered.
And north of Kansas, in the northern Kansas.
Is that Oklahoma? Is that on the line?
Yep.
Okay. And any Missouri in there?
That's
Iowa.
My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, this is probably a big partner for T-Mobile because they have absolutely zero coverage in Nebraska.
Okay, 3 years ago they got the iWireless deal, so they got Iowa, and then I think there's a couple other states it reaches into just on the edges. So then they have this one too.
Yeah,
but Iowa iWireless they bought.
They bought them. Yeah,
they bought them. So they got native coverage there now.
Yeah.
Joe Landy. So Joe Landy, is it any good? Tell us in the comments, man. He says Viro is a carrier here.
Most of these regional carriers got like 90% of their licenses are low band, and then they might own a license or two for mid band. It's the speed ain't there. You might get 10, 15 megs. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything more than that out there, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm wondering with the U.S. cellular agreement, now that T-Mobile has the Sprint customers. They were both roaming on US Cellular. I'm thinking the new agreement that they potentially drawn up is probably very expensive to T-Mobile now that both customers are on the same network.
Yeah.
And they had to figure out how to cut them out, and that's it.
Yeah.
I said from the very beginning, I do not envy T-Mobile in any of this merger business. I want no parts of this thing, man.
Bro, it's been one thing after the other. It's crazy.
All right, what we got next?
Let's see. You want to go over some of this Note 20 stuff that's going on? Supposedly, there's people already saying that there's lint, and they even found hair under their glass camera. Literally, quality control at its finest for Samsung.
Shoot. How's that stuff getting in there? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I've
never heard of these things, bro. Like, what is this is new stuff?
So
Bro.
I haven't had that with the Ultra, so I can't really.
Well, this is the new Note 20 Ultra.
Right, but isn't it kind of like the same type of design?
The camera hump, the placement,
They ended up changing the design a little bit from what they said.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. How can you have a $1,300 phone and have hairs?
that is crazy, bro.
Camera.
Just think that's perspective right there, Hector. Right, man.
I think
$1,300.
I think it was TK that found a hair under his camera lens. I can't remember. And he put it on Instagram.
So in my opinion, if this is true, of course, that's a failure of quality control.
Can we highlight Simply Beth's comment, please?
This is not, of course, this is not like an exploding phone. It's still masculine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a lot of that. But that's the thing though. Like, how are we having these quality control issues?
So, and it makes you wonder, if you're having something that simple, what else could be wrong with the phone? Right? It always makes you wonder. It's like when you get a new car and you already find like a defect right away, you immediately start questioning the whole car right off the bat.
Pandora's box, the can of worms. Yeah.
What do you think?
The Note 7s were blowing up, so nothing surprises me anymore on Samsung.
Oh man! Hey, you know what? Just in Samsung's defense on that one, a lot of people don't remember this, but there was also a lot of iPhones blowing up at that time.
I've been dealing with that problem for a long time. I had an iPhone 5S battery explode. The screen popped off, shattered. The speakerphone went flying that way. The camera went that way. I've seen that stuff, man. Yeah.
Yeah, and they say that the actual rate of explosion was like 0.1%, some crazy low number. But it's just one of those things where they realize that if someone actually got killed, I think actually someone did, right? But if
somebody's apartment caught on fire or something,
right? But if it happened on to several people that got killed, the lawsuit would have been worth more than the profit they were making out of the phone. So they were probably like, yeah, okay, well, Note 7, beautiful phone, you got to go.
They sent him. They sent the defective units after battery replacements. They sent them to Vietnam, dude. That was what is that?
Were they blowing up over there? I don't know.
I'm saying, bro. What are you still holding a grudge from the 1970s? Like, what is that?
Oh man.
I mean, the phones weren't even allowed in airports anymore. It was that bad.
Yeah. They used to announce it in the
I don't care
terminal.
what anybody says. Did any of you guys get to use that Note 7? That was like the most beautiful phone.
That was beautiful.
Ever.
It really was. Actually, if you look at the Note 8, the Note 9, that is the design language from the Note 7. It kind of introduced all of that.
That was the original.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing was beautiful, man.
It was really, bro. But people held on to them.
I'm not gonna lie, because I had one, I carried it in my pocket, and I'd be like, man, is this thing gonna blow me up any minute now? So you do kind of worry about it. You feed into what the news is saying, right? So that's how it goes.
Bro, I remember my buddy, he had one and he kept it for the longest time until they threatened to blacklist IMEI.
Yeah, they were really trying to get him back, dude.
We got Tom.
We got the world's most diabolical hater.
Yeah, we call him Tom.
Tom.
Hey, Tom.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, bro? Have you had any people complain about that Note 20? Or what are we on?
Dude, as soon as I heard you guys saying that there was a hair in the camera lens,
have you had
I
any
had to
complaints?
join because I ain't seen none of that.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
TK, he put a picture on Instagram. Just put it out.
Depends on what type of hair it is, bro. Because there's certain hairs that can get in probably, and certain ones that can't. You know?
I mean, nothing surprises me just because, I mean, we did see pictures of T-Mobile having a kangaroo in their stores.
Yeah, I
Oh,
did see that.
yeah, that's what's going on over here with raccoons in the store
Bro,
or kangaroos.
are there T-Mobiles in Australia or something? Like, who's got a kangaroo?
Bro.
I guess as a customer had one as a pet.
Nah, man, that needs special licensing. There's no way you could just have one as a pet.
You'd be
Dude.
surprised, man. You'd be surprised.
That's like walking around with a lemur on your shoulder or something. Like, yeah, check out my pet. Flinging
Aquatic
crap all over
animals.
the place.
Hold
You'd
on,
be surprised, Sneed.
we're gonna share that photo.
Oh,
Hey,
come
guys.
on, bro. Really?
It's got a
Yeah.
diaper. It's good.
Oh, see, yeah, exactly. I was gonna say these things would start flinging it, bro. They actually they don't even fling it; they sling it. I've seen the monkeys and the little, yeah. This is ridiculous, man.
This is wild, bro. Imagine.
I was just looking for a phone.
I know, dude. I found a kangaroo wearing Depends at the T-Mobile store.
I just wanted a Note 20.
Aren't they boxers? They always like.
Mm-hmm.
They try to fight you people. There's videos of people out there boxing them out, like getting into it with them,
Yeah.
That's crazy. Have you done that, Tyrone?
Nope, I haven't done it.
You're too big, man. That's what it is. You're like
Stay
6'10" or something like that.
Hey,
You got to think about that. That's crazy, man. Bringing a damn kangaroo into your store.
that's random, dude. Like, and could you imagine saying "Hey guys, relax. It's just a kangaroo."
He's
act
my
like
friend.
you've
He's
seen a
my
kangaroo
pet.
before.
Don't worry, he's wearing a diaper. He's not gonna crap all over the place.
I'd be requesting hazard pay if I was a T-Mobile employee.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of policies we got here? We're letting kangaroos in stores now.
Tyrone, we got twerking and flirking and jerking going on at these stores. Why wouldn't there be a kangaroo?
That's a good.
Come on, bro. I mean, T Chains is shaking his gut all over the place, bro. Like, seriously, man.
And look at that comment from Ram 14250. Even the kangaroo wanted out of T-Mobile.
Damn, so he was there to do a checkout. He wanted his account number.
Yeah.
I'm going to Verizon. Hey Tom, question, or any of you guys?
Yeah.
So has anybody gotten any kind of sense of how these Note 20s are selling?
Yeah, how are they selling?
So I've sold 2 since launch, and they were people coming from Note 9s.
That makes sense. Any pre-orders or anything?
Nope.
And was it the Ultra or just the normal one? The basic
Ultra.
one? Oh. Damn.
Yeah, they paid the $550 down on each plus tax, so it was $644 per phone.
Jesus.
I wonder if Verizon employees are seeing different because that 550 is a lot of money, dude.
Dude, Austin's sold 2. It looks like that's the thing. I bet you every store across America has sold 2 of them.
You got to think about it.
Oh, it's look at the time right now. Like, you got to be thinking to yourself, what happened in March can happen again. You have to be thinking that,
easily.
that could happen in November. That could happen in December. That could happen in January or February. You've got to be preparing for that. So, nah. And the reason the Apple release for the iPhones will be different is because there's probably a lot of people with iPhone 8s ready to upgrade, and there's a lot of iPhone 10s that are ready to upgrade.
And I bet you their best-selling model is going to be the cheapest one.
The 12
for iPhone. I mean, it's just if people are not, that's like the last priority now. Of buying an expensive phone, I wouldn't be surprised if their sales are 20% down.
Yeah,
compared to normal.
They might eventually sell a lot, but I mean, yeah, like in the initially, the numbers may not be there. And timing depends, man. I don't know. Yeah. The company itself is worth $2 trillion. So
although car sales are up like crazy, that's what
used cars, right? Used cars.
Oh, even new cars. Apparently, they can't even keep them on the lots.
Yeah, the realtor market is booming too. Houses are selling.
I was gonna say
we've got enough.
Houses are selling. I mean,
yep.
Bro, it's gonna be bad. The fall off is gonna be bad. The housing market is gonna be like a cliff, and then I think in the cars too, because nobody's paying for 6 months on some of these deals. Right. So their first payments might be 2021. You know, if they bought a phone in April, May, June, July, you know, seriously.
Yeah, it's gonna be about a repeat of 2007 all over again, and even worse.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is,
I agree.
oh, what do we got there?
Yeah. This is photo. You see the lens. You see on the second lens how there's lint under there.
That thing would be back at the store in a quick hurry, man.
See already.
I would not take that. Hell no.
He even
already-
left the plastic on. He's like, yeah, it is back.
My
Yeah.
wife tells me she would be like, "Oh, you're taking that back, aren't you? Yup, it's going
Mhm.
back.
Yeah.
Not even playing with that."
I wonder what kind of
$1,300 phone.
yeah, it's expensive. I wonder what kind of deals Samsung has struck with the carriers because AT&T is giving off $1,000 on the Galaxy Note line. Who's
God,
making? I mean, who's making any money off of that?
I'm not gonna lie, man. I was very tempted to go grab one from AT&T because of that deal, but it just doesn't make sense, man. When you already have an Ultra to get a Note 20, it doesn't.
It doesn't,
It just doesn't make sense.
especially with the same X55 chip. That's no sense.
I mean, it's got what, the 865 plus, but you know what? Where are you gonna see that difference? You're gonna see maybe 5 frames per second more in a
I
game.
don't know.
I don't really
There's-
play games anyway.
There's some real issues with these phones. You know, when you look at what Samsung is doing with their lineup, it's hard to distinguish the S line from the Note line anymore.
Mhm.
It's the pricing is just way up. You don't want a Note 20, you want the Ultra. You know, like it's all wrong.
Yeah.
You know, and I just think it's conditioning and manipulation of what they want to do with their pricing moving forward.
Yeah.
You know, like Apple has stabilized. Everybody used to talk smack about Apple, but Apple stabilized and Samsung is just off the hook and unpredictable. It's so weird.
I thought we lost Carlos.
Bro, I don't know what happened. It just froze on me.
You good?
Weird.
Bro? We're good.
Yeah, people forget just a little bit of history on that. In 1997, Apple was this close to bankruptcy.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
The thing that changed them, it wasn't really the iPhone that brought them back. It was the iMac.
Oh, I was gonna go with the iPod.
But remember those color iMacs that kind of started making it cool again?
Uh-huh.
And then they released the iPod that kind of started bringing them back.
The iPod
The
was the
iPhone-
biggie, I think.
And
Yeah.
the iPhone was what really catapulted them.
I don't think there would have been an iPhone if it wasn't for the iPod.
No, of course not.
You know, like they needed some kind of a springboard to get in there.
And people forget they still make an iPod Touch. People forget that thing exists. I ask people, hey, you know there's iPod Touch, right? If you don't want the calling features, oh, that exists. They don't even know.
What if the Motorola phone, that first one that Steve Jobs said, I don't want this crap. What if that was actually a good phone? And Apple never made a phone.
You talking about the Droid?
The first iPhone was made by Motorola. It wasn't even an Apple-made device. Motorola was contracted to produce it. Steve
Right.
Jobs says, this is trash. Get this out of here. I'll make it my damn self. And he did.
Who said so? Someone saying actually Microsoft saved them due to regulations of monopoly. Okay, that probably played into it. Actually,
Sure.
you're not
Yeah.
not 100% wrong. Yep,
No. Yeah. That's a factor. Big time.
man, that's crazy.
Okay.
And now look at them. Go ahead.
Exactly. Okay, so I'm seeing here that Sebastian he's saying about the how do you call it, the deposits or whatever. Yeah, after you generate status with the company for a while, yeah, they will eventually, you know, zero down or depend on the account tenure at the time you started. But as a new customer, you will not get zero down.
So I can get zero down on T-Mobile, and I'm the only person that I know that can do it.
And why is that, Hector?
Well, so supposedly I'm at the top credit class,
Okay.
but I've been able to get zero down right from the beginning, right from when the account was new. But I had a T-Mobile account before that for like 7 years, cut it off for a year, and then came back. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
It does. T-Mobile uses your prior history. That is true.
It could very, very well be that then. But on
the
this
hell?
account, I can get zero down. The only exception, like Carlos pointed out, is the iPhone. The most expensive iPhone, 512 or
Even 64, anything Pro Max, anything over 750, and
yeah.
you get zero down for if you have good credit. That's the thing, though. I know people that had 800 credit score, went to T-Mobile. They said up to 750. Anything over, you got to pay. After the first year, let's say, then yeah, they'll let you get zero down on that.
I can't
device.
I can't get zero down, and I got approved for a home.
Yeah.
There you go.
I got approved for a home.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah,
with a 2% rate.
So that
We're
means-
gonna allow you to buy a $200,000 house.
Yeah.
But a phone? Nah.
Not happening.
So
I
then-
can go into AT&T and get 10 phones, each valued over $1,000. I can go to Verizon and get 20 phones and 20 lines. No, just pay the taxes on whatever I buy.
Yeah.
Zero down.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
But T-Mobile's going to want $550 with me because they're T-Mobile.
Just because.
And
Yeah.
that means if you got 2%, that means that you have an 800 credit score.
I do.
Yeah,
Could you
that's what I
imagine-
figured.
You know how T-Mobile's still been leading
I
on
was
the
gonna
app?
say, I just
ahead.
got approved for my home loan. I am financing $286,000, 30-year fixed mortgage, 2.75.
Well, yeah, right now they're giving those deals, bro, because
Take advantage.
yeah,
Yup.
Or
or
refinance when it gets even lower. Like I'm
Yep.
gonna do. I'm gonna get that sucker at 0.9, bro. Watch.
see, look, this is what's gonna happen, and this is where a lot of people are gonna cry. They'll buy the house now, good deal, sweet deal.
Mhm.
You get approved, no problem.
Right.
When the value tanks, you're gonna be owing 150,000 more than what the house is worth. So you're gonna be paying for a house that will always be upside down.
So Lavendi asked Hector,
That's why it's better to wait till after January.
He's talking about the mic connection.
No, I got this thing right here. I don't even know what the hell it is.
USB?
Yep.
Is it a USB at the bottom of the mic?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a cheap micro Samsonite, whatever it is.
Samsonite.
I don't even know the brand, honestly.
I was gonna say it looks familiar. It looks like an Audio Technica.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Singing mic, but it works.
Actually, that's a nice performing mic for the value.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Samsung.
Samsung, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with those. They're rated well. I mean, they're just
Yeah.
they're not gonna knock anybody's socks off.
Do I sound good or do I sound like crap?
You're the
Is that what you're
Hector.
asking me?
You are amazing.
No,
You
you
are the
sound
homie,
good.
bro.
You sound like a vocalist.
Kidding, kidding.
You might as well start yodeling, bro.
No.
Hey, I don't pretend to be a singer, so I take no offense to that.
I'm about to call Verizon up and get some more credits. Lost signal. Dropped out of the live stream.
Get him, bro. Get him.
Yeah,
They got money,
hey,
bro. Get it out of them.
They got the
Go
money,
get it.
bro. Do it.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Bro, if you can get them 20, 40, 50, go get it, bro.
Yeah, go get it, man.
Yeah.
Driving down Interstate 540, a major interstate, and I lost service on Verizon.
Which phone is this? Your Pixel?
Yeah, it's my Pixel 4 XL.
It's got to be.
You're
the
gonna-
I
phone.
watch it.
Yeah.
I watched it drop down to 1 bar, no bars, and dropped.
Now listen, when you tell them about that, give them the location so they can make that adjustment too.
Oh yeah, I've got the exact place. It drops there in the same spot every day.
Oh. Then it's a known issue.
Yeah.
It
Alright.
probably is.
Now, what's up with these new Verizon plans, bro? Let's talk about that. I don't
I'm
know if you
loving my Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN.
I like them personally, but I do have a critique. Come on, Verizon.
Give it to him, Hector. Give it to him.
2020, and you don't have 5G on the starter plan?
do it.
F.
Tell him. Tell him. Give it to
Seriously.
him. Yeah.
Give it to him, bro.
T-Mobile, AT&T. I think even Cricket now gives you 5G.
Cricket, bro.
And then Verizon's not going to give you any 5G on the starter plan. Are you kidding me? Anybody agree with me on that?
I agree.
I
I
agree.
agree.
Come
I
on,
agree.
man. I know we call out T-Mobile a lot, but
Yeah, yeah.
Bro,
No, you're right.
Verizon's
You're
a
right.
dumpster truck for that one. I can
Yeah.
say that.
Yes, sir.
dumb. That's a
Yeah,
dumb.
I mean, it doesn't even make sense to omit that plan, knowing that you're trying to get people off your LT as much as possible. You should, one, be giving away millimeter wave phones like they're freaking going out of style. And number two, every plan should have the 5G ultra wideband access.
It just makes sense.
Yes. I'm
And,
with you,
and,
bro.
and as far as I've read about this in the past. I can't give you any source, sorry guys, but supposedly when you are on a high-speed network like millimeter wave, it costs less to deliver data. So wouldn't it make sense to
Yeah, I've heard that before.
right?
Is it
Wouldn't it
because of
Well,
the
5G
power and the
make sense
infrastructure?
if
Well,
you can have more
5G in
users?
general, 5G in general is supposed to be cheaper to maintain once it's built.
Well, the reason for that is because there's pre-existing infrastructure. That's why. You don't like building the you're not going to build new tower sites just for 5G. You're going to build tower sites that are going to you're going to add sites obviously, but you already have 70,000 sites. So how many more do you really have to build? Another 10,000, another 20,000? You've already got 90% of the tower sites already built and deployed. So I think that's what goes into it. And then the other piece I think is the power. Like millimeter wave nodes, it's 1 watt,
So
you know?
I'm just asking, how hard would it be to include the 5G on the starter plan and exclude all the other crazy stuff like truly unlimited? Because other plans for all of you that don't know, if you are on 5G on millimeter wave, ultra wideband, whatever they call it, you are truly unlimited. There is no limit, and then you also get unlimited hotspot. So if they just eliminated those two things and included into the starter plan, it should be fine. I don't know what the problem is there. It makes no sense to me, and it puts you in a situation where you're opening yourself up to criticism. And guess what? T-Mobile now's got a line of attack with their marketing. They do.
But they have a horrible network.
That's a good argument. That
And I think that's I think that's like the only thing that anybody who's tried a Verizon experience, they just know it. So
Right.
they're likely to
It-
glance over that, probably.
True.
Yeah,
this cracked me up when I was on the phone earlier getting my insider hookup code and my 450 for switching to Verizon. So we were talking about the other carriers, and she said that AT&T is Verizon's main competitor. T-Mobile's the annoying peasant that doesn't go away.
Damn.
Wow.
Oh man. That's
So
rough.
they still don't even view T-Mobile as even a competitor.
Yeah, I don't know how much I believe that one because
Yeah, I think
moves.
Hector's right.
They're
Yeah.
making moves to signal that okay,
Well, marketing wise, Hector, you're right.
yeah,
You're right on the like they are loud. There's mind share, like people hear and see T-Mobile. I think you're right about that.
yeah, and I mean we can all see it. It's not hard to see.
And then they consumed Sprint, right? Yeah.
And then Verizon's making moves that it's pretty obvious to me. I don't know. What do you think, Tyrone? Does it make sense? They're doing Disney Plus. They're doing Hulu. I think Verizon's finally feeling a little bit of that heat.
maybe from that standpoint, yes. If we're talking network to network, T-Mobile's going to always lose that.
Mm-hmm.
But if they want to, T-Mobile's like, hey, you want to battle it out on marketing? We can do that. We win on marketing. We know how to do that. So
Yeah, but that's been the only thing missing from Verizon was matching something that Netflix was like.
correct. Yes.
And so they add Hulu. I really feel like Hulu and Netflix are on the same plane. That levels the playing field. And then they just threw in ESPN Plus and they just threw in Disney, which supersedes the media offer from because Quibi's. I mean, it's garbage can resin.
I was gonna say I don't know anybody that uses Quibi,
It's like
including the employees, and we get it for free.
It's like
I have
go 90.
I looked into it, and I saw nothing that interested me. Honestly, in
No.
QB,
And
it
that's
just felt like Go 90.
Wow.
Yep. And Verizon tried to match T-Mobile with Go 90. Obviously, that didn't work. So now under the new CEO, they're trying it with the Disney bundle. So it's still early on. So we got to see how that progresses throughout the year and then next year. But I personally think if T-Mobile can keep Netflix and they come to an agreement, I think T-Mobile feels confident with their Netflix position. Netflix is the most popular provider on the streaming side. Who else would they possibly go with? What else would they do? They got
But
Netflix.
Tyrone, we've got to just keep this frame of reference here. There's guns and butter. Okay, guns is the network. The Netflix, the Disney Plus, that's all butter.
Yeah.
But the network is really the bottom line because if my wife tells me my phone cut out and I dropped 3 calls today, I'm leaving that provider. I cannot, bro, Yasmin's with her. I can't live like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there were times where I would call my wife and it would just disconnect when she had T-Mobile. That was the first thing I did once we got engaged. She came onto my Verizon plan immediately. Like, right then on the spot, I said, this is done. It is over. Enough of it. Because dropping calls, I can't hear. It's ridiculous.
There is one thing. Somebody mentioned it for Verizon, but there is one thing, Tyrone, that I think T-Mobile could do to replace Netflix and do it with an equivalent, feel it's Amazon Prime. I think if they threw on Amazon Prime, advertise the video portion of that, including the fact that you get the membership, kind of like they do with the Sprint Premium plan, I think that there would be a good replacement, in my opinion. They already have it with Sprint, so it makes sense that naturally they could move it over, right? Does that make sense?
But the thing is how can they move it over now that Verizon has deals with Amazon?
Oh, true. Good point.
I think Verizon's going to surprise everybody. Once this CBRS auction wraps up and they get deployed, I think they're going to move all plans 1080p video. I think that's a frontier that can be reached. Like, that's going to be the next thing. They'll market it. They'll say other carriers are giving you 480p. Other carriers might give you 720p. We're going to give you 1080p, and it's going to be on all plans, and it's going to say all plans like that. That's why I was like, I'll circle back to what you were saying, Hector. All plans 5G, all plans 1080p, all plans. These need to be market corrections. That's what I'm saying. Is like the market needs to change, because if the phone does 1080p, I don't want to hear I'm cool with 480. Stop that. That is bad, consumer. Bad. We need to get on the same page. 1080p is a must. The phone does 1080p. You should command 1080p. 720p is not even good enough, in my opinion. What's 720p? Our live streams are 1080p.
Exactly.
What do you mean 720p? Come on, man. If I want to watch a 1996 episode of Martin Lawrence, that's 480. Come on, man. That was 15 years ago. Yeah. Like, Martin Lawrence didn't even have a gut 15 years ago. He was still with Gina. You know what I'm saying? Pam and Tommy and them.
I need to remind you, man. More like 20 years ago, man. If that makes you feel
20, it's 25 years ago. It's crazy. I don't know when he did Bad Boys. I watched that movie in HD, full HD. The first Bad Boys.
Like 10 years ago.
Yeah, Mike Lowry. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Mike Lowry.
Hey, another Verizon that since we're kind of on the criticize Verizon vote right now,
Sabi, stop it, 144. Blasphemous.
Why do they still have the starter plan and the Just Kids? Why? What's the point? They cost the same.
No, man. I think they're trying to
limit it. What's the point?
Creating a product, I don't.
It doesn't make sense. You're confusing the consumer.
What if you could have any plan you want, and then you could turn on the setting where it's like 5 contacts, 10 people you could text, 20 people you could call. That would be. That's what I'm saying, is you turn that into something you could do online on the account, not built into the plan. Like,
they used to have that 10, 15 years ago. Remember, Carlos?
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. What were you going to say, Tyrone? Cut you off, man. Sorry.
No, I was going to say, since we're criticizing Verizon, in my opinion, they are already advertising the Disney bundle, but they're not using anything new. They're just adding it to their already existing marketing with that family that's standing in that white room. Oh, yeah. I'm sure you guys have seen it. I think that's kind of a failure, in my opinion. I think they could have refreshed and got something new out there, like, maybe some, who knows, maybe some Disney characters or something. They could have did something more innovative, in my opinion, instead of just, hey, by the way, Disney bundle now included.
Yeah, Verizon marketing hasn't been on point over the last year, in my opinion. They've kind of been falling behind a little bit on that. Hopefully they don't fall into the same trap that we've seen with AT&T, where they have these amazing value, these values in their plans, and nobody knows about it.
Yeah, they are amazing. They are really nice plans, and the network is awesome. Yeah.
And nobody knows about it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
everybody.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ty.
I mean, even what's his name? I think it was Austin. He told us he was getting foot traffic off of Scam Shield. It's because they're marketing it.
Right.
Oh
He's-
yeah,
he-
that's
Wait,
right.
wait, wait,
He
wait.
told us
An,
people are
an,
coming in asking for Scam Shield.
an FCC obligated like tool that has to be utilized by every carrier in the United States.
Yep.
It's the marketing, man.
It's the marketing.
It is the
T-Mobile
marketing.
wins on marketing. They win on that part.
I actually had a couple today that came by to have us activate and install the app for them and show them how it works.
There you
Did
go.
you make a commission on that?
Actually, yeah, because they bought accessories.
There you go. See,
Oh, they
That's good.
helped out.
I mean, it's because you have to admit, as much as we criticize T-Mobile, they have the best marketing in the
They
industry.
do. They do.
You watch a T-Mobile commercial, and I'm like, I want to go to the T-Mobile store. It sounds exciting over there.
Yeah.
That's the feeling you get. I'm not saying that's a reality, but you see
Yeah.
the commercials. They seem youthful. They got the cool music in the background.
Yeah,
They got
when
the twerking. They got the
They got-
kangaroos. They got the diapers. They got
See an
the.
AT&T commercial, you're
you
like,
shaking that ass.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Lily, bro. But
commercial.
Lily, though.
Yeah,
Oh.
Lily.
Lily.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Tim.
Oh,
How's
Just leave it
how's
at
it
that, man. Yeah.
how's it going with the 40% conversion on bill pay traffic?
ooh.
We'll talk about that later.
Ooh.
I plead the fifth, 5 Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo came early. Bro, it's crazy, man. Bro,
oh,
like this is one subject I kind of want to touch a little bit.
do it.
And I know Mr. Tom over here, he's got to be skirting around, but
Tomas.
he could stay quiet, Tomas. Okay, Tomas. All right. So I've been hearing internal rumors that district managers at T-Mobile are pressuring store managers that if you don't meet at least 70% of sales goals for the month, you will be demoted. Literally, you will lose your store manager position and become
Well,
back
hold on,
to
hold on.
either assistant.
Can I say something before you all say anything? Man, your voice sounds smooth with that microphone, bro. That's all I
Bro,
gotta say.
Thank you, bro.
Who's if somebody's getting demoted, somebody's getting promoted. Who you gonna elevate? What makes you think that they're better than the person they're replacing?
But that's the thing. That's what's happening. And I mean, I know there's people that can confirm this, but I'm not going to put them in a hot seat right now. But it is confirmed that they have to meet 70%, minimum 70. If it's
All I
not
hear
met,
is crickets over here.
they
From
are going to get demoted.
anything, Tom? Nope. Pleading the fifth. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that one.
Go ahead, Tyrone. Talk, man.
Tyrone,
got
what
it,
do you
bro.
I know you got something, man.
lead
Yeah,
the
I
road on
mean-
this one?
If you're making all these changes, everybody's gonna be walking on eggshells, not just the store manager. He's gonna start pressuring the employees. The employees are gonna start quitting because they don't want to come to work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They come to work, you can just feel it. Everybody's on edge. It's not a fun environment anymore. I've been in the sales environment. Once you get to those type of numbers that you have to hit, I mean, 40% bill pay conversion. It's like this customer's just there to pay their bill. How do you get them into a $1,300 cell phone if they're just there to pay your bill? I mean, yeah, it happens every now and then. You can, oh yeah, I didn't know I was due for an upgrade, and boom, you got an upgrade. But 40% of that traffic, that is going to be very hard to convert over into a cell if in their mind they're just there to pay the bill. That's all they're there to do.
Listen, you guys got to understand something. What you're getting from Tyrone is real life experience. This is real shit we're talking about right now. He's somebody who's been in the field, worked in this environment, worked in the retail space and telecom.
Yeah.
I don't like I did a thing on Twitter. Somebody was saying talking about carriers, but they don't have the service. Like they talk crap about Verizon and AT&T, but they've got a single line on somebody's T-Mobile plan. You don't know what AT&T is doing. You don't know if don't talk about things you don't know and listen to someone when they talk about shit they know. Like
Mhm.
Tyrone's talking about things he knows. that he worked in for years. Don't mess with people that know and have the experience. We're trying to help you. So before you get defensive, you put your guard up, watchdog, realize the experience is very valuable and they're giving it to you for free. They're not even charging you. So open your ears, open your mind, and take in the game, because it's to be told, not to be sold in this situation. Right. And Tyrone, I appreciate you giving that, but I think that needs to be said, because we have people that poo-poo our experiences and downplay the facts and the truth of what's really going on. And I don't think people understand. I've been in retail and I've been told you need to hit this, and this metric. And I wanted to walk out upon just hearing the fact that I had to reach a certain amount. It didn't matter what the number was. The fact that I wasn't really in control of my destiny, I wanted to leave.
Yeah.
Because if their sales sucked, then how was I supposed to sell it? It wasn't going to be achievable.
So let's rewind a little and just look at retail in general, not just telecoms, and look at just how broken the whole retail industry is. It is all based on metrics. There is no such thing. You ever did good enough. You ever sold enough. You never, even if you did 200% to every single metric, where can you improve the next month? Where can you improve again? It's always about shooting for something you can't hit. That's retail. And it's been broken since before I was even born, and I'm 31 years old, and retail just continues to get more and more broken, and it sucks.
But Tom, this is the issue though. How in the heck are they going to be comparing goals to last year when everything's changed, especially right now with the situation going on around the world with the Dr. Mario thing going around, like you can't sit here and like
Carlos, who's been screaming pandemic for the last 6 months? Which company? Who's been screaming pandemic every which way? They have.
T-Mobile.
So you want to spit it from one side of your mouth, but you want to keep it from, like this side. You want to speak out of both sides and say, well, yeah, our business sucks because of this, but you still need to sell.
I think we kind of mentioned this last time, but isn't that kind of a way to get rid of people when you create an environment like that, and you kind of want to drive them away? I mean, I'm asking.
It definitely can.
Experience in retail. Go ahead, Tom.
It definitely can. It can, especially if you're a weaker employee. Mm-hmm. You're instantly going to quit because all of a sudden, whoops, I have to perform to keep my job. I'm not going to perform.
It's kind of like when managers, like if you have a job where you rotate shifts, and then your manager just starts all of a sudden scheduling you when you can't because your kid is not in daycare at that time. It's kind of the same thing. You put pressure on an employee, and what does the employee do? They quit.
Yeah.
So unrealistic.
Either that goes on, or the worst employee of the store always gets the shifts where the manager's not there, so somebody else has to deal with them.
Yeah.
That's the other most common thing.
Or they just cut you down to 10 hours.
Oh
yeah, I give you one shift a week. Yeah.
So
that's very common.
Just for disclosure, I think the closest I've come to retail is when I was younger. I did work at Home Depot for about 6 months. So, but my wife does work retail. She's a manager at a big store now. So I do kind of have some perspective on that, and I've heard her talk about it. But it's not exactly phone sales, so I'm not really sure how that relates 100%.
But there's principles to retail, right? There's certain things station based and fundamental.
Yeah, profit and loss is the same for every retailer.
Yeah. I mean, year over year, companies seem to want to make more money when you don't have more customers coming in. How do you want to make more money?
Let me see an executive take a pay cut.
Yeah,
that'll never happen.
See, show me.
Hey,
show me Hans Vestberg taking $4 million pay cut. Show me that at T-Mobile.
That right? Yeah.
Hey guys, I just want to put this out here to HP Pisa. Thank you for the donation, for the PayPal donation. We appreciate you for that donation. You didn't have to, bro, especially in these hard times, but I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
But hey guys, I gotta get ready and get in the house. Got some Jersey mics here. Me and the wife about to chow down. I'm gonna hop in the live chat and hang out with y'all for a bit.
Yeah, thanks for the invite.
Bro. What you got waiting for you, bruh? What you got waiting for you?
Is that pita?
I got the Italian.
Bro, look at this thing, bro.
What is that?
This is a sandwich, bro.
Oh,
Look at this thing.
well, man, what
Look at
kind of?
this thing.
Damn,
Look at
big
this
as the
thing, bro.
forearm.
Look at that thing. Look.
Damn.
Look
That's
at
a
that.
real sandwich.
Yeah,
Holy
buddy.
crap.
You're too proud of the size of that thing, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Bro, I'm earning my keep though. I'm trying to be active in this thing because I know as soon as I'm done, bro, that camera gets turned off. I'm getting in on this thing, bro.
Oh yeah, of course.
Down. All right.
But all right, y'all. I'm gonna hop in the live chat. I will talk
All
to
right.
y'all in a little bit.
All
Hi,
right.
Tom. See ya.
Later.
All right. But I mean that really puts a lot of pressure, guys, and that's where it really gets to me a lot is these employees. It's gonna feel like a hostile situation working there because now, like Tyrone was saying earlier, you're gonna have people, basically these managers are gonna start pushing these lower, these mobile experts to say, hey, either you got to do this, I need you to go your hardest, or they're gonna have to be forced to cut the hours
Mhm.
because it's their ass on the line now. Because if they don't make that certain quota, they can get cut and demoted.
Yeah, it's a domino effect.
Yeah.
It trickles down.
Sad, man.
I mean,
Yeah.
Hector, what do you think about all this, bro? I mean, I know you were talking a little bit about it, but deep down inside, how would you feel about something like this? Let's say you were the manager and you were put under this pressure.
As an employee, I would be looking for another job.
I'd be looking to make it easier on T-Mobile, and I'd be looking to move on.
Because that kind of stuff, man, if a company's already been successful doing I don't mean to say companies shouldn't change. Obviously you want companies to change, because if they don't, you can get outrun by somebody else. But the thing is, like, when you start doing those kinds of things, it just creates an environment where the consumer walks in and they can feel that tension, right? They can feel that stress. When you walk into a store where like when I used to walk into a Sprint store and I used to feel their stress, it was a lot different than when I used to walk into a T-Mobile store and everybody was all happy-go-lucky, wearing their T-Mobile shirts.
Who created that? Who created that culture, Hector?
Got the kangaroo chilling on the side.
With the kangaroo chilling on the side and everything.
Who created that culture, though, Hector?
Mr. Ledger. That's the guy that did it. It comes from the top.
Look,
Everybody knows that environments at work that comes from the top. The best companies like Southwest, for example, the CEO is usually a guy that understands the employee. And it looks like we're just not having that with T-Mobile anymore. So if I was a T-Mobile employee right now, I'd be looking for a way out, period. There'd be no there would be no way around it for me.
Yeah.
look, we got right here just alerting Twitch. He's like, I work in phone sales. Most people who walk in aren't expecting to walk out with a new phone. This is on the Twitch side. But like, it's true. Not everybody that goes into a store is gonna walk out with a phone. And what are you gonna do then?
And like I said, I don't work retail. My wife does. She's a manager at a high volume store, and I understand it is extreme stress already with the way it is. Just trying to when you hear from your manager or district manager from above, hey, last year we hit 20 grand. Why didn't we hit that this year? Well, there's a pandemic going on. The foot traffic is down, and now you're asking us to make more money. That doesn't make any sense. They're unrealistic.
Bad math.
So if T-Mobile's doing those types of things, that's sad, man. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, when you create that kind of environment, man, it creates employees start fighting with each other. So when you get customers walking into the store and it's limited, they're gonna start like, hey, I talked to them first. Hey, no, that was my customer, because they all want to make that sale. So they're gonna start fighting with each other.
Bro, I'm sure T-Mobile used to be, I eat, you eat, we eat.
Yeah,
we all eat. There's
that's
no
how
way
it
it
was.
could be like that anymore. There's no way.
As working for T-Mobile before, yeah, I'll tell you, that's how it was, bro. Like, we would all help each other out. Like, if I had, let's say, 4 customers waiting for me, bro, I'll hand them over to the next one. I'll be like, hey, you know what? I can't help you right now, but I'm gonna present you here to, let's say, you, bro, Sneed, and he'll help you out. He'll hook you up. He'll treat you just like how I would treat you. Exactly.
Family.
You know?
Family.
With Sneed, we're talking about a service. You don't want T-Mobile. I'm telling you.
You didn't hear this from me, bro. You didn't hear this from me. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Let me get you on straight talk.
Yeah. You make sure you get the one with the blue or the red map.
Oh man. That's
But
funny.
this is going to cause a lot of hostility, and I think this one is another way for
What
them.
about store to store, Carlos? The store that's right up the street, that's a T-Mobile store.
Yeah.
Now, used to be a Sprint store.
And
right?
that's another problem.
They're going to be like,
they're gonna fight. They're gonna be like, today I'm serving you steak if you come to my store, and then this other store is gonna be like, well, I got the ribeye today if you come to my store.
mm,
That's
With
literally
crab
what's
legs.
gonna be like. Yeah, with crab legs.
Yeah, you got to throw in the crab legs, bro.
So let me show you guys something real quick.
Oh yeah, go ahead, bro.
Since we are on that subject. And all right.
And there you go, sir.
If this thing will load.
Oh, don't tell me you're dealing with Cox. Oh no.
All right, so look at that headline. This is from fiercewireless.com. T-Mobile's retail store count climbs past AT&T and Verizon. So we're talking about how employees are getting pressured. How does this make any sense?
Yeah, this was the downfall of Radio Shack. They had too many stores. There wasn't enough to go around. There was a Radio Shack store every half a mile, and that's kind of what it's getting to now with the T-Mobile stores.
Right. Check this out.
There's too many.
T-Mobile now has more than 7,500 retail stores operating under the Magenta brand.
That's way too many. That's too many.
That's insane.
How's that gonna work?
Yeah.
So if you're already treating your employees or putting pressure on them the way that we're rumored to be hearing here, and then you go and have 7,500 stores, I just don't understand how that connects. Wouldn't you want to cut some stores? I mean, shoot, that sounds really wrong. But would you want to have that many stores? Right?
No, they're going to cut them. They're going to have to.
They're going to have to. I'm sorry, T-Mobile employees. I didn't want to say it, but it's just the reality. It's going to have to happen.
No.
It's just facts, bro. Stores have to get cut. And this is, I think we were talking about it, guys, the other day where they were talking, what was it, to get rid of certain third-party vendors. I think we were talking about it. I can't remember exactly, like, what were they planning, Tyrone? Exactly.
For what? What was that?
To get rid of the third-party associates, the TPRs.
Yeah, the third parties themselves, they want out. So it's not necessarily T-Mobile forcing them out, but since T-Mobile overnight gained so many new stores, the third parties aren't getting the same traffic anymore to make sales. So the third parties are closing their doors. They're like, hey, their franchise, somebody owns that store, they're getting out. They're like, nope, I'm not going to pay you a 60-40 split when I'm not seeing the same type of traffic anymore. So they're like, they're closing their doors.
I would be really interested to hear how T-Mobile customer service is being planned in the future. Are they planning on cutting down that? Because I suppose one way to keep that many stores is if you're going to reduce the phone and the tforce and all that stuff. So you would keep more stores so that they can provide some sort of support. It's the only thing that makes sense to me because I don't. This doesn't connect. The dots don't connect.
What if you undo the unification? What if you treat old Sprint stores to only serve the Sprint customers still on the network with the Sprint plans?
Oh.
And then you keep the Sprint systems away from the T-Mobile people who aren't properly trained for Sprint systems.
Sneed, that would be the proper thing to do, but we're talking about T-Mobile here, so
that's a good point.
Hector was saying early on they should keep the network separate at least the first few years, but they didn't even do that.
To me, I don't know, technical people on the sub on the comment section. You correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems to me, considering that Sprint already had voice over LTE, that they could have kept both networks running, and just allow reciprocal roaming between both networks, so that way you didn't have to create the situation we're in now, where people are seeing these congested situations with T-Mobile right now. I mean, anybody on the comment section that knows more about networks than I do, care to comment on that? That would be great. But what do you guys think?
No, I think that should have happened. They could have kept them separate, do the reciprocal roaming, and move on and start migrating slowly. But that was not the case.
Instead of chop.
They did the same thing they did with the Metro PCS merger. They migrated the first 10% of Sprint customers. I'm sure over the next few months we're going to get more, and it's going to be a disaster. And to your point, Hector, this is a big point. The team of experts, they never expanded to what they have today. So if they start migrating the Sprint customers over, guess what's going to happen? Those calls are going to start going outsourced because there's not enough team of expert members to handle everybody calling in. So it's going to be a shitty experience.
And just for the record, right now, if you call Sprint customer service, you still get Sprint customer service.
Yes.
It's still separate, just still so everybody knows.
Yeah, for now.
So that's a good point that Tyrone brings up.
Yeah. And with the customer service, the thing is how long is this team of experts going to continue to be the team of experts? Because from what we're seeing, the trend, it's not looking that great.
Have you tried calling recently to T-Mobile? It's hard to get somebody on the phone.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
In the States.
It's starting to this award that they got recently saying that they have
power.
They win that bullshit every year. Somebody's paying somebody. They win it every year.
Damn.
That award means nothing.
Verizon customer service, in my opinion, is now better than T-Mobile's.
It is.
Sorry.
Absolutely. American customer care, and they know exactly what they need to do to get you right.
Now, to be fair, AT&T and Sprint still suck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Why didn't they do this? What do you guys think about this? Why didn't they let the Sprint customer that wanted to upgrade force them onto a T-Mobile account and migrate them then? And it literally would have been a trickle migration. It would have been drip, 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 drip instead of whoosh dumping gallons into the container. You know, it would have just been drip, drip, no network strain, adjustments, you know, small steps, you know, and it would have been willingly by the customer to upgrade and then have their account switched.
Yeah. And then the other part that T-Mobile is kind of BS on, all right, and we're talking about what SMT just mentioned. Some of the phones that they're cutting off the T-Mobile network or not allowing onto the T-Mobile network are perfectly capable of using the T-Mobile network. Just so you all know, like the Galaxy S8, I think is one of them, right, Tyrone? That's not being allowed to use the T-Mobile network. Guess what, everybody? That phone can use the T-Mobile network almost fully. So that's garbage anyway.
They just want the customer to be on the latest device for the Band 71 and all the 5G mumbo jumbo.
Just like the $100 restocking fee and stuff like that, you know.
You just reminded me. I have to go return that phone. I'm like, I think I have one more day left, bro. Just reminded me that S20 Ultra.
Yeah, you got to return that shit, Carlos.
How do you like it so far? Have you used it quite a bit?
I mean, I've had the S20 Ultra since it came out. It's just that I needed the T-Mobile variant for the standalone because even though I got the update on my unlocked version, it still does not have standalone. You have to have their branded phone.
I'm sorry you were disappointed.
What happened?
I'm sorry you were disappointed with the standalone.
Oh, bro, I'm sorry for you too, bro. I know you went out and spent the money.
Yeah, it was like, really?
But see, here's the thing. Hector did a test earlier. N41 is fully capable on the tower, but as soon as he goes standalone, it prefers N71 and the performance goes down to 30 megabits per second.
Yep. As soon as you enable N71, the phone picks N71 over N41, even if you're right next to the tower, like literally under the tower. So that's kind of garbage. They need to fix that.
So they need to fix that.
You're getting standalone N41 over there?
No. What he's saying is that
he should be.
Right, but what he's saying is that the phone prefers to use N71 over.
Oh yeah, because our RF engineer buddy that we all know, he told us that that's how they're setting up the network. Is Band 71 is primary, doesn't matter what. It will always prefer that because they want their 60-mile range, bro. Next, we're gonna see.
They'll never win. This has to stop, bro. This stuff has to stop.
Hey, I do have a question for you guys. On the video that I just made a few hours ago, I had N71 standalone. I don't know if that's exactly what Tyrone was referring to. And it looked like I had 60 megahertz. Of course, we know that N71, there's no 60 megahertz of that. But the bandwidth portion of the screen, the engineering menu, said 60 megahertz. So the question is it possible to have uh, N71 as the anchor 5G band with N71 aggregated onto that? I
Yeah, it
didn't.
should be.
It can do it.
Yeah, it can do it. That's what
Oh, okay.
that's what the standalone 5G is all about. But for whatever reason, they're not doing it in Phoenix. They're
Because
just doing.
I did pick that up, Tyrone, on the
Well,
video. If you see it,
Yeah, I
I even
saw
put
it.
it in the video, and it
Because
performed
it's
like
not
Oh, bro. Another thing too, no carrier aggregation on 5G with the X55.
But okay, so that's what I'm saying though. Like with the on the video, that's exactly what I saw, and that's the reason
So
why I was confused. Even you even heard me be confused on the video, right, Tyrone?
yeah.
What's
I
it
heard
doing
you.
here? I got
No, so
N71, and then I got N41 as a second band. Go ahead.
so if you would have had an X60, you would have had carrier aggregation likely at that site and voice over NR.
Uh,
Yeah, the X55 is restricted in those terms.
okay, all right. Sorry, guys. I didn't know that. I was genuinely asking, hoping someone in the comment section was
See,
gonna
like,
kind
okay,
of clear
like
it up a little bit.
Sebastian was saying, he was asking me about my unlocked S20 Ultra. He was like, well, you can install the U firmware on there, but the thing is the normal average Joe Blow, how's he gonna know?
Yep.
How's he gonna do it if he buys
Yeah.
an unlocked phone to take, like, that's a bunch of BS.
For the record, that's exactly what I did. I have 4 S20s. All of them are unlocked variants, but they all have the carrier firmware on them. You can get that at sammobile.com, although
Mhm.
you have to pay to get good speeds.
Yep.
Yeah, but what is T-Mobile telling their customers? You want standalone? What do?
You have to buy her phone.
Yeah, to buy a phone.
Hey, by the way, another thing that was on the video that was pretty interesting, I have not been able to pick up N41 on the Sprint firmware version of the S20 Plus. Just so you all know, has anybody else seen that? Anybody else in the comment section?
So a Sprint customer that has now been moved over to the T-Mobile network cannot make use of N41.
Nope. I mean, I haven't seen it. I've been all over the place where N41 is
Yeah.
available.
There's
and I
more. There's more trickery there. There you go.
There you
They're
go.
forcing people out of those phones. They're now saying, "Oh, you're a Sprint customer. You have to get a T-Mobile phone to take advantage of our Band 41."
It's to the point where I'm thinking about just putting the unlocked firmware back on that phone specifically because it's giving me no benefit anymore.
And that's the thing about it too, bro. It's like you got to do all these software changes, this and that, just to get stuff to work, bro. Like, what the hell, like an unlocked variant, it's supposed to be certified for
Carlos.
all that, for all networks. At least we would think.
Carlos, what we're seeing is the ultimate backtrack by Neville Ray. This is the ultimate backtrack. The goal was to tear down Sprint sites, strip them down of their 41 hardware and get them transplanted to T-Mobile sites. And they just realized they cannot do it. It's not because of the network strain. You have to migrate the Sprint customers to T-Mobile first before you start tearing down Sprint sites. The plan is backfiring, and it's okay. It's okay to admit you're wrong and pivot and fix. But he is backtracking.
Yes.
I mean, the goal was only N41. There was not supposed to be any LT turned back on, but he literally has. So, and that's okay because he has to do it, or else the network is going to crash. It already has. It will happen again. I'm predicting at least 2 more outages by the end of the year. A third one wouldn't surprise me, but I think 2 are imminent. Just my 2 cents or whatever.
And another. Oh, go ahead, Tyrone. I'm sorry.
Yeah. By the way, Hector, it was probably not planned, but that was a great test on showing what the N41 can do for T-Mobile and what the network is performing like without the Band 41 there.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. I try.
Yeah. I mean, it went from 7 megabits to 200 with N41.
Oh, so, and again, we do, we speak the truth here. We try to be as honest as we can, and we will praise when we can. in terms of speeds, I'm not talking about propagation characteristics here, coverage, whatever, but in terms of speeds, when N41 is enabled, it really is a game changer in terms of speeds because I'm seeing 200 plus megabits per second easy, no problem. So you get a tower where you were doing 7 megabits per second, you enable N41, and now you're doing 200 plus. That's quite an improvement.
Now hold
If
on
you-
a second, Hector, because of the indecisiveness, because of the non-commitment to one side or the other from T-Mobile,
Yeah.
the channel sizes for 2.5 gigahertz, they're skinny. We need 60 megahertz channels.
Yep.
We need big channel. You want to make a game-changing 5G network? Show me an 80 megahertz channel of N41. Show
Yeah,
me.
They
What
are
would
using
that do for
60
your
megahertz.
download? What would that do for your downlink speed if you
Yeah,
had 80 megahertz N41 and
100.
you only have 5 to 10% of your customers on a phone that can actually do it?
Yeah. Yeah, RFK Tech, we know it's not about the signal, man. I'm just saying the truth is that it's not propagating as much as it was with Sprint because I've used N41 with Sprint and to be honest
Amazing.
with you, it was reaching farther with Sprint.
And amazing.
So
Now let's say here, can someone answer this question for me? I noticed Verizon has extended LTE in northwest, southeast parts of Oklahoma. Those are used to have no coverage. Do you know who they could be partnered with?
US Cellular.
Chad, yeah, it's either going to be US Cellular or maybe Bluegrass, right?
where was it
It's
again?
like-
What state? I missed it.
Oklahoma, northeast and southeast.
Oh,
Yeah, it's usually- it's likely US Cellular.
Yeah.
They're really big footprint in Oklahoma.
Because when I've driven through Oklahoma, it's always been US Cellular as the roaming partner.
And another thing too with this standalone, we all know it, guys. X55 modem cannot do voice over NR. Voice over NR is not even available.
There
Why?
is no voice over NR. It doesn't
Yeah,
exist.
a lot of these people don't understand that this is a lot of software tricks that they're doing. They don't have a damn standalone core. Not yet, at least. You know, maybe it's in the works, but it's not available yet. And when you're making calls over NR, when you have it forced on only standalone, it's not possible. I don't care what you say. It ain't happening, Chief.
It's crazy because people have emailed me asking, well, why doesn't Verizon and why doesn't AT&T have a standalone core yet? Well, because it doesn't fully 100% exist yet. There isn't a phone that can make full use of standalone.
Yeah.
And another thing is this: when like I found multiple towers where there were only mid-band towers, straight up mid-band, nothing else, either a band 2 or a band 66. How come I'm connected to standalone 71 when I force it? It says standalone. Same signal strength, same dBm, same everything. Same SINR, everything.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
It was kind of the same thing. I remember when I got the OnePlus 7 when it first launched with T-Mobile's 5G. I was connected to a 5G signal in front of a tower that wasn't upgraded yet. So I was pulling the signal from a tower that was like 20 miles away just so it could show the 5G logo.
Yeah, it makes you wonder how they can claim 30% more coverage with N71 if N71 can provide you with voice. Isn't that kind of illegal or something like that? I'm just asking.
It might be.
Right? How can you claim? So if we all know N71 cannot provide voice over NR, how can you? Because in their press release they said, "Hey, we've enabled standalone. This increases coverage by 30%." How can you increase coverage by 30% if you don't have voice in that coverage?
They don't have 30% of the towers in the CLE with band 71. It's like 1 every 4, 1 every 5 towers has it. To me, their 5G is meaningless. It's a skinny channel, often 5 or 10 megahertz. It's doing nothing for anyone unless it's a 10 megahertz channel and nobody in the area has a 5G phone. It's like you have a channel to yourself. That is the only way it helped anyone.
Yeah.
It's going to help anybody else under any other circumstance.
Right now I got AT&T as a primary. I see somebody ask a question.
Yeah.
That's what I'm using as my primary as well. What about you, Sneed? You use Verizon, right?
Forever.
And what about you, Carlos? Verizon, of
I
course.
already know.
I don't even know why I asked.
Hey, but
We're travelers, bro.
Hector, your discovery earlier is a bit concerning, and I think it does require more testing as to why the Sprint customer that has now been moved to the T-Mobile network can't make use of that N41. That's concerning.
That is so dumb. I'm sorry. That is the dumbest thing. Why wouldn't you allow those customers to fully experience your network so they don't leave? Maybe, I don't know. I'm just saying.
What's up, Slout?
What up, Sloth? What's going on? Yeah.
The thing is, you have to remember, and I've submitted to this. I've accepted this about T-Mobile. They are always going to be this. They have to compensate for what their network truly is by exaggerating and emphasizing infinitesimal updates. Like this standalone thing is as much a ploy as 5GE. It's the same type of thing. I'm going to categorize it the same way. And
Agree.
a lot of people will say that Verizon's millimeter wave is the same. No. Connect to it and live the ultra wideband life. It will change your life.
Ultra wideband is amazing.
Or man, are we brothers or something? Because that I made a video saying the exact same thing you're saying, man.
Hector, because of that, bro, I will lay down on coals for you, bro, because I'm telling you, I don't know how to say it any plainer to anybody else. You don't know what you're missing until you have connected to an ultra wideband, a 100 megahertz channel, a 200 megahertz. You have no idea what it's like to connect your device, your phone, turn on your hotspot, and operate 4K and 8K video res on 6 devices.
Yep.
Watch it. It's amazing. Now, I'm not holding. Look, I know midband's going to be great once we start to get these channels larger, but I'm talking about right now what it is. This is the best thing out there right now. You know, if this is the best car in 2020, okay, maybe there'll be a new car in 2021, but this is what it is right now, right? And I don't need a 5 megahertz 5G channel. Keep it. Put it back on LTE, damn it. Why the hell did you take it away just for the icon?
I've always said they should have left their LTE at full 20 by 20 where they could on band 71. They should have used it all on LTE and then concentrate on adding N71. But of course, they wanted the icon, so that's what we got.
And look, like Seabass is trying to say, you know, about the core, a hybrid or how do you call it? It says here you cannot trick everything with software. The calls are mostly because of hybrid calls. It's about the hybrid core. But that's the thing, though. That means that it's still LTE.
Bruh, I have no signal at my house. I can't get 1 megabit per second in my house. I don't care about standalone from T-Mobile. I can't run a speed test. I can't make a call. I miss calls from T-Mobile. They're trying to call me back to fix my issue, and they can't get through. You know what they do? They just credit my account. What are we missing the point here? We can't get the basics. You're talking about standalone cores. Man, I'm done, bro. I'm good, bro. I'm done. I'm done.
Who do we got in the house over here? Dude, your connection's horrible, bro. What's up with your mic?
Got that standalone from T-Mobile, right? Yeah.
Hey, bro, you need to fix your mic or your headset. It's horrible. Very static.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you.
No, we can.
The carrier that is going to have a first 100% true standalone core is going to be Verizon. They are going to do it correctly. It is going to be using their millimeter wave. There's going to be no association with LTE whatsoever. The reason they haven't done it is because it's not 100% ready. The devices aren't out. There's no need to rush the network into something that the devices can't handle. Verizon is going to do it next year. I predict it's going to happen in Q1 and Q2 with the launch of the S21, and they are going to do it correctly. There's no need to fake it.
Who's the best basketball player of all time?
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Was he the first player ever?
No.
You don't have to be the first to be the best.
Yeah.
We want the best. We want something good. I don't care about first, man. I don't go wait in line. People, man. I don't look. Verizon had the first 5G, right? They had the ultra wideband. It doesn't matter that they were first. It's the speed. It's the generational, transcendental change that's happening to the downlink speed. We went from At best, even with LAA and CBRS, we are stuck at like 400, 500 megabits per second. I mean, have you seen a 600 maybe on LTE? Bro, I'm getting 600 in the bakery garage on millimeter wave. Bricks all around me, garage door closed, 650.
What's the point of having something everywhere is if it's just as good as what you had before. That's the point. So I know that millimeter wave is not available everywhere. That is a fair thing to say, but
Yeah.
where you do have it, it's amazing. That's the point.
So
Well, yeah.
basically, they're just jealous that it's available in my market and not theirs because they can't experience it.
Yeah, that's
I
what
mean,
it is.
I don't know how else to explain it because where Carlos has access to it, it's beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Vegas, it's
What I
amazing.
saw in LA was like, oh baby, this is.
I mean,
it is.
Hector was contemplating moving downtown Phoenix because it was so good.
I wanted
Bro,
to. I wanted to.
dude, Salt Lake, bro. You need the Salt Lake one is amazing, bro. They got it in neighborhoods all over the damn place.
How far is Salt Lake from Phoenix? Let me see.
Well, from Vegas, it's about, depending how fast you drive, I can get there in like 5 hours from here.
5 hours, so it would probably take me about 9 hours to get there. Okay.
But bro, if you really are gonna go, let me know. We'll go. Like we'll get on and head up that way. I'm telling you, it's freaking amazing.
I gotta tell you guys something. For those of you out there listening, and those of you that watch our channels and you view and subscribe, we appreciate you.
And of course,
Hector, how many phones you got, bro?
I
Come on,
got
bro. Tell us.
7 phones.
Carlos, how many phones do you have?
I have 2 for each carrier. So, let's see.
How many lines you got?
I carry like 10 lines with me.
How many lines you got, Hector?
Total with my wife and kid and everything. I got
Like that you actively test and use and
Like that you carry with you.
7.
I have
8 lines.
I have 5.
Yeah.
5 lines,
Yeah.
5 phones. All are flagships. All are for testing. I don't care what Reddit says.
Yeah.
We've got the lines. We have the phones.
We
We dropped
got
our
meat.
ducats on it. We did it. We produce content. We film it. We edit it. We upload it. We put it all on the line.
You just sounded like that Arby's commercial. We
Yeah, bro.
have the meats.
I don't care what
Yeah.
they tell you on Reddit. You
Yeah.
guys hear me out there? I'm talking to you. I don't care what they say on Reddit. I don't care what they say on Twitter. If they don't have the lines, if they don't pay that line, if they don't have the phones, they need to just shut the hell up. They don't know nothing, bro. Nothing. Because they ain't pay their ducats. They ain't putting up their money. Put your money up. They won't do it. Because they have a line on Metro. That's why. And it's on their grandmother's account. It's not even their own account, bro. They ain't paying the bill. They miss months, bro.
Sneed, you know when I get a comment, well, I test Verizon and then I ask, well, who do you test it with? Visible. I'm like, come on, man.
Bro,
not
there's this guy on the
That's
Reddit
not
today.
Verizon, bro. No. Verizon
Bro.
has roaming agreements. Verizon has millimeter wave. Verizon has all these different features. Visible has LTE, and it's set on low priority. You don't have Verizon, bro. You have Visible.
Yeah.
Bro.
You can't call customer care. You got to hit them up on the chat. You feel me?
Yep.
All right.
There's this guy that put on the Reddit. He said, "Oh yeah, Verizon's horrible in Vegas. Well, it's slow and it's horrible." But he's visible. He's tagging visible support thing. Sheep is the one that sent me that, bro. I was like, "Are you serious, bro?" I'm like, so I went on there and I had to dog him real quick, bro. I'm like,
Carlos, do him a favor. I'll send him $20. You send him 20. Hector, I'm sure can come up with $20. Well, he'd send him $20. He could try Verizon for a month. Change his life, bro.
Yeah.
exactly, bro. I use Verizon everywhere in the city, bro. And
bro,
yeah,
they got diarrhea mouth, bro. Their mouth runs like hot water, bro, and they never spend $1 on anything. They're broke, and they don't even want to pay for their service, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Most of the people talking smack about whether it's AT&T or Verizon, they got Metro, bro, and they're just trolling.
And now it's not even that hard because all you have to do is have T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon. That's it. Only 3 carriers. You don't have to test Sprint anymore. Really,
Yeah.
it's it's kind of an extra when you throw
wanna
it
go
in
and
there.
test Leica Mobile and Family Mobile. Man, get out of here with that BS, bro. Please, H2O Wireless. These dudes, come on, bro. You want to talk about network access? Get yourself the real deal, the postpaid line. Talk to me about access. Go ahead and put up your ducats, bro. Let me see the money get
Hold on.
spent. Show me a receipt. Show me your SIM card. Show me your speed test. Let's see it.
So what if you have Verizon prepaid? Is that Verizon?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
It is, but it's on a low QCI because real
still Verizon.
networks.
It is not visible. It is still Verizon.
Do they get 5G though on prepaid?
I know Verizon was opening up something about it in their higher plans. I'm not sure if they do right now yet, but I know
I don't
US
think they do.
US Mobile, their NVNO that uses Verizon, I know that they have 5G access now. Their millimeter wave.
I'll tell you what. If you got the guts, the people out there, if you got the guts, send me $50. I will send you a postpaid Verizon line on my account. Send me $50. I'll let you try it. Let's see if you'll put up $50. That's half the cost of the line. Isn't the line $90 to $100 on Verizon, right?
Yeah.
Half, bro. I'll give you a 50% discount. So just so you could brag to your friends that you had Verizon for a month. Go ahead. You want to talk about it? You want to talk about a network you never tried, bro? I'm telling you, they never had it.
Bro,
It's like talking shit about something you never ate before.
So
I
basically
don't calamari, bro. Seafood. You don't eat it.
Basically, what Sneed is saying is we test them all, so our opinions are more valid than yours.
How do you have an opinion on something you have no experience with? Get out of here, bro. Even if the person next to you has Verizon, your opinion doesn't matter because you didn't put up your ducats, because you didn't take that testing for 30 days.
Yep.
You standing next to him for 5 minutes. You did a speed test. You think that's an experience? Man, get out of here with that. That's
Yeah, I love it when I get a comment like, well, you keep bashing T-Mobile, da 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 da. I'm like, dude, I actually test the networks, and the fact is, I'm sorry if it offends you. T-Mobile is not the best carrier, man.
sorry. I'm not sorry. I hope it offends you. I hope it hurts your feelings too.
Well, I'm
That's
not.
what I would say.
You're a little bit more mean about it.
I am very mean.
I don't care what you think. Yeah. All kidding aside, though, I know. I mean, it's true though. If you don't test it, then you just don't know.
When somebody tells me I had the service, I had to switch, all due respect.
And it's not just that, Sneed. It's also the whole experience, right? Calling into customer service, the app, right? All those things. It's the entire experience of having the carrier that you're just not going to know about.
Yo, can we highlight Kazi's comment, please? I like this analogy.
Yeah.
Analogy of the day. Yes. Yeah. I like that analogy. I will not repeat it for the sake of Carlos's channel, but yeah.
Hey, Sheep, your microphone is horrible. Like, I don't know what you're at, but it's bad, bro. Oh, there you go. Oh, he muted. It's like, what are you using? A wired headset, or are you using your AirPod?
Using the same headset I always use every stream.
Yo, disconnect and then pop back in.
Yeah, pop back in. I think it's just your connection. But yeah, bro, a lot of these people are coming. Like they're not using the network. They're not trying the right network. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, Visible has the lowest QCI, bro.
They say millimeter wave doesn't work in rain. They say it doesn't work through glass. They say it doesn't work indoors. I've proved all of that wrong.
Man,
Look at Jose right here. Verizon prepaid, the actual Verizon prepaid. He can stream in 1080p without buffering.
yes.
Bro, the thing is different QCI levels. Real networks have QCI. So like Verizon has, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, prepaid might be on 9, but depending on which level of the 9 you're at, you got Verizon prepaid level 9, then you got Visible level 9. And you'll notice it because your pings will be way higher and stuff like that. But then, you got AT&T that has 6, 7, 8, 9. You get what you pay for. You're actually getting what you pay for.
Hey, just so you know, that's not to say that
Damn, Sheep.
T-Mobile is terrible.
Reset the phone, Steve.
Steve, you gotta reset your phone or your wire screwed up because it's really bad, bro.
I'm not gonna find my laptop there. I'm using the phone. I was just like, no, it's not even worse. I'd be on T-Mobile.
Are you on T-Mobile?
I think he's trying to prove a point, bro. He's on T-Mobile.
hey, just
No, I'm on T-Mobile. I'm on Comcast Wi-Fi.
I can't even understand them. That's how bad it is.
Hey, just so you know, if you're a channel and you're watching and you have your own channel and you're testing Mint and you're testing Metro, there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually a pretty good service, in my opinion. To some people, that might be very useful. So we're not trying to bash that.
Yeah,
Just
but they're not in root metrics. They're
Right.
not in open. We have no baseline. There's no benchmark. You know what I'm saying?
Totally agree. I'm just saying that if they do that for a service, some people might be interested.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You shouldn't be ashamed of doing it. Continue
Sure.
doing what you're doing. You're
Yeah.
providing a service that we don't provide because I don't do prepaid testing.
neither.
It's the
Right.
truth.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been testing some of the prepaid lately just because, bro, it is true. It's not a segment that we're concentrating on either. And now with everything going on, a lot of people are transitioning to that segment of the market. So I've tested AT&T prepaid. Their highest tier plan, the 75, but it's 50 with auto pay. Bro, you get access to millimeter wave.
Yeah.
You get access to low band and millimeter. So that's awesome, bro. I mean, it sucks that after 22 gigs, they don't let you be on millimeter wave anymore, but it's cool.
Here's the
All
thing
right.
too.
Go ahead.
Just real quick. Verizon, for whatever reason, they haven't really focused, other than an MVNO partnership. They have not really focused on their core prepaid business. It's like whatever to them. They want everybody to go to their postpaid, and they've let it be known. It's not a secret. They don't like when customers sign up with their prepaid. They don't like it.
Yeah, I don't think
I
they
think
want.
they just offer it just to have it, to say that they do, and then the general public wouldn't say, look at Verizon, they're so dang on greedy. They don't even offer a prepaid option. If you
No.
don't have credit or if you're on a limited income single line, postpaid doesn't make sense. Why would
Right.
you pay $100 for a line when the prepaid is 65 or 70, and you want to get a similar experience?
Yep.
Exactly.
But if you could take our experiences in the postpaid side and you could say, well, look, here's what's going on postpaid. Look at this capacity. That affords prepaid a good shot of a good experience because the capacity exists. That's what makes AT&T prepaid so good, is the fact that their capacity is there. So therefore, prepaid experience is above reproach, actually, right? And it's better than Verizon prepaid, generally speaking. It's better than Metro and T-Mobile prepaid.
Yeah.
All right, Sheep. I think he's there.
Talk to us, Sheep.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
He's muted.
Does it still sound bad?
Wow.
A little bit.
A little bit bad still.
You got basically where it echoes, where we can hear each other. All right, Sheep, are you there?
Yeah.
All right.
It's okay, what about your volume? Can you lower it a little bit? Are you using a headset?
Yeah, that's what I always use.
Sheep hasn't really had problems like this before.
I
I
know.
understand. These are the same exact headphones I always use.
It's an echo or something like a cave echo.
What just happened? Because now it's clear. Whatever he did.
Gentlemen, I have to get going. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure, Hector.
For having me, Carlos. Your microphone sounds damn good.
Thank you. Oh, there you go, Sheep.
I need to get one.
Bro, I'll send you the link, bro. It wasn't even bad, bro. The price, honestly.
I have a camera coming, so that'll probably help a little
Yeah.
bit. I need a microphone like that one.
I got you, bro. I'll send you that link through. I gotta send it to Tito too. I'll send it
Appreciate it.
bro.
See you, Tyrone. See you, everybody. Y'all have a good one.
Yep.
See you.
Take care of yourself.
See you, Hector.
Too, bro.
See you, Hector. Yep.
Dude, so Sheep, I know you sent me that earlier, that one about the Reddit.
Which one?
By the way,
Go ahead, Tyrone.
T-Mobile is going to hand out T-Mobile Tuesday masks, T-Mobile branded mask on
September
1st. Yeah.
Oh, no way.
No way, bro.
I just want signal in my house. I just want an upgrade. I've been here for 2 years. I just want to run a speed test. I just want to watch a video.
Nah, you're about to have a mask with a T, bro.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Let's see here. Do I even have a mask here, bro? Let me see, bro. Maybe I can design one real quick. There you go. I'll design one real quick. There you go, bro. Has the T. It's not in magenta, but there you go. That's what they're gonna give away, bro.
Oh man, that's funny.
Jesus, bro.
Oh no, please don't bring back the thongs, please. It's not needed, man. It's done. Can we just move on?
Oh, there's the mask
Oh,
right.
bro.
Oh, Jesus, bro. Jesus. Oh my God, bro. No
Sheep,
way.
what you got? Is that an 11 iPhone?
Pro Max. This is the iPhone.
Pro Max, the 10s Max? Oh, the newest one, the Pro Max. Okay.
Yeah, the tennis Max. Oh, look at the tennis Max.
Dude, I love my 10s Max. I love it way more than my Pro Max.
How?
My 11 Pro Max like turns into like a hot potato, dude. It's burned me twice in the last 2 days.
I
Yeah.
never got burned by a phone unless
Need to
I
call-
left it out in the Florida sun.
You need to call Verizon and have them ship a replacement.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Apple should do that, actually.
Yeah, that too. Yep.
Apple should do that.
Yep. And then they'll give an unlocked variant.
I think AT&T might be giving me a new S20 Plus also.
Really?
Yeah.
What else are they doing, bro? We need
I don't know,
more.
dude. The upload is atrocious, and the hotspot disconnects, bro, for no reason.
Bro,
Like
we,
every 3 minutes, it disconnects and reconnects.
we need the office of the president to give us all
That's-
the phones.
That's who's rolling with it, bro. So, new phone's coming.
Have them give me a call. Tell them that we're having issues this way too.
Okay. Yep. So we're having issues in Henderson and the CLE.
Yep. Everywhere.
Or
I've
Even-
had the
Even
I've had
Tyrone's
the-
having issues.
I've had the hotspot disconnect happen too, but I always thought it was the laptop issue. I never thought it was an AT&T issue.
well, that's what the office of the president said was as an option. You know what could be down the road. Like we're gonna try to work through it. We're gonna try to figure it out from all sides. And worst comes to worst, you're getting a new phone.
So, Tyrone, do you want a new phone?
I mean,
On
I'll take a new phone.
on the office of the president.
Shit, I'll take a new phone.
All right. So I guess 5G devices are coming.
Send me an iPhone 12 Pro Max.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that, bro. Give me an X60 pretty quick. What do we got to launch? We got a launch date in November on that.
Yeah, they're talking about first week in November.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll put it on the calendar, I guess.
I
But
still think it's going to be limited.
mhm.
So if you pre-order, you still might not see it till the end of the month.
Yeah. If you get lucky, if you're able to pre-order.
Sebi says it might be a bad update. I don't know, man. I've done 2 different versions. It did it on .5. It's doing it on .6.
See
I don't
here, bro. So I know the subject was pretty touchy on the store situation, but what do you think about these stores, bro? I mean, there's a lot of stores. So what do you think they're gonna eventually start getting rid of these chains?
They might close up shop. They might ask for a termination of a contract. Some may ask for some terms to change, and I don't think they're going to get it. T-Mobile's going to say, we
Yeah.
can't do that, man.
Exactly. You're right, Sneed. The third parties are looking for a lesser of a percentage that they have to pay to be to be in business, because they can't compete against corporation stores. If there's 3-4 corporation stores within a mile of each other, the third parties are going to lose out.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't. There's no power there either.
No.
You know, what power do you have?
And I know Tom didn't really speak on it, but the guy told me the third parties now their structure is now 100% corporate. They cannot operate their own business anymore. All their policies have to change
So
to be running like corporate.
So why have your own franchise then?
Exactly.
You would not be able to distinguish yourself from corporate. It would be pointless. I mean, the one thing that I'll say is, like, if you look at a corporate McDonald's and a franchise-owned McDonald's, you might have a difference in performance of the crew. Maybe one McDonald's gives you your food faster. Maybe one does the fries better, right? They don't burn them, or so I don't know. I'm just trying to create a scenario where the performance or the quality is different.
Actually, what I've noticed when it comes down to that, Sneed, is when you got corporate and non-corporate is pricing. When it comes to, let's say, like example, McDonald's, you'll go to a McDonald's that's owned privately owned. That same number 5 meal, let's say, would be $3 more, or no, not three, but like $1.50 more at the not at the non-corporate versus the
At the
corporate.
franchise. Yeah.
Yeah, like on the AT&T side, corporate and third party, I know the third parties have more leeway. They can credit your account up to $200. They can't do that on the corporate side, or even more.
Wow.
So,
I really would
yeah.
have thought it would have been the other way around.
No, corporate can't do it, but the third parties can. I remember one time I went in, I had an early termination fee on my AT&T Uverse. They covered it for me via credit, and they got me into AT&T TV that way.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
I
a
can't
lot.
say I'm surprised about stuff anymore, man. I'm really hearing everything now, man. This is crazy.
That's a lot of pull right there, you know.
Brian is saying that he's on his 5th Note 10 5G. Still no GPS. What?
Jesus.
What?
How are you 5 phones and still?
I've never had a phone without working GPS. I've never seen that failure.
Yeah, me neither.
What?
Jesus. Bro, I'm telling you, this is stuff I've never heard of. I hear it here.
I think it's the T-Mobile network.
Well, isn't he still with T-Mobile?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hey,
Yeah,
what happened if you put your Visible SIM in there? 'Cause we already know Visible is 200 times faster than T-Mobile.
Oh, man, he's going to go send him with the
I-
kill already.
I know, dude. Chief's gonna dig his teeth in, bro.
Bro, so AT&T, what do you guys feel? What do you guys think AT&T Q4 is about to start? They're talking
We got
about,
a month and a half.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're talking about N2, rumors of N2 coming around, being lit up.
Yeah.
I know they said 2021. That's when they turn on the 5G core. How do you feel about that,
I'm
Tyrone?
excited, man. This is gonna be nice, dude. Go ahead, Ty.
yeah, I'm really excited, but I still think AT&T is going to take that second place to Verizon. I think Verizon is going to be the leader in this 100%. I just don't see AT&T being focused on just one thing. They're doing too many things at once. They're doing FirstNet, they're doing millimeter wave, they're doing N2, N5, and N30 was recently also confirmed. So they're doing that as well. They're just doing too many things at once. I think Verizon has a more clear cut strategy to get to where they need to get to.
And you also know that they're doing band 14 as HPUE, right?
Yep, that too. Correct.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, they've been
You
doing
always
that.
have to have a phone with band 14 at this point, right, Sheep?
Yes. 100%.
HPUE is not on the tower side; it's on the user equipment side.
Yeah. User equipment.
But they're getting the phones out with band 14 for HPUE. That's basically what it comes down
All
to.
the Galaxies and the iPhones and stuff hopefully have that as well.
Mhm. So it kind of makes sense to Hector's point. I think the T-Mobile variants, now don't have HPUE in the devices. I think that's what he was trying to get at. The Sprint devices do, but the T-Mobile devices don't have it. So we'll likely see that in future updates of the S21 and beyond.
Of course, I mean that HPUE it's a game changer. It helped band 41 with Sprint. If it wasn't for HPUE, band 41 wouldn't even have been nothing really.
Would it have worked within a mile and a half?
In Sprint's presentation, they stated that HPUE can make the range reach up to levels of 1.9 band 25.
That's pretty nice, dude.
That's a good distance.
Wow, that's pretty nice. Because they're getting, what, 2.5 miles? If you
Roughly.
gotta, yeah.
But at that point with Sprint, and we all know it, once you get to that range, you're sacrificing upload beyond. I mean, you get no upload at that point, pretty much.
Yeah, 1 and 2 megabits.
Hey, what's going on, Lawrence? How are you?
Hey,
Not
Lawrence.
much. Not much.
up,
If
buddy?
you guys talk
Oh.
about T-Mobile, I can talk about my T-Mobile postpaid side from a Hawaii aspect. Hey, what's
Yeah.
up, Tyrone?
Hey, what's up, Lawrence? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Long time no talk, man.
It's been a while, definitely.
It's it's been a couple years. No, but I know Carlos and Sneed knows my nightmare with T-Mobile and trying to get a free line. That took 14 hours to fix. And when the guy was talking to me about it, he made it seem like all I was going from one plan to another with no price structure change. And by the time it went through and I started looking at my online stuff, and it's like, what's going on? And it's like, how is it going from 130 now it's shooting all the way up to $300 just to add a line? And it took basically 14 hours on there for them to fix it, and 2 billing cycles later to fix out all the adjustments in between. So basically, it took 2 months to fix my girlfriend's account just for trying to add one line. And the problem with T-Mobile's coverage is like Swiss cheese. You know what I mean? You got that Swiss cheese with all these little holes inside. So if you're in the good part, that's not a hole, you're right. And then next thing you know, you're bouncing from hole to hole to hole, and all these gaps in between.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for
Yeah.
people, yeah, Visible is a great option because I have three T-Mobile postpaids, an AT&T postpaid, a Visible line, and a Text Now line. I only count my postpaid lines because Visible is a great option if you're looking for something on a budget, but you cannot compare it to any type of postpaid.
I think your expectation has to be adjusted. If it's your secondary line, you're sitting pretty with a visible line. If it's your primary, I mean, your priority access is low. You're essentially at the bottom of the totem pole.
Well, you can compare Visible to T-Mobile postpaid.
Dang, sheep. Man, you had to do it, bro.
Yeah, Sheep is just letting them have it today.
Just take
Well,
that.
but
Yeah,
I-
Visible is
that.
3 to 4 times faster.
Tito,
Tito.
my Hanai brother. Did I say that right?
What's up? Yep, you said it right.
Yeah,
What's going
buddy.
on, Tito?
Yeah, I'm sorry
Aloha,
I'm late.
Andrew.
The live streaming with my sister, bro. She almost got arrested on Sunday for doing that sign waving that she does, and then
Really?
Facebook, yeah, and then Facebook took her ability to live stream on the Facebook app away from her, so now she's using StreamYard to bypass that.
Why? Why did they take it away? That's what I don't get. Because of the protesting?
Because of the sign waving that she's doing for the Protect Our Children movement, which I joined her on her live stream to talk about how the state government of Hawaii is just crazy. They'll stop people from meeting together to sign wave for a good message, but they reopen movie theaters and let people back into movies.
No, but Tito, what they're doing is they're limiting groups up to 5 people.
Bro, you ain't
So
gonna
you gotta
spin it in
be-
a way where I'm gonna agree with that. You can't
No,
stop.
but
You gotta stop people from congregating and spreading a message,
know,
but you're
but
gonna
what
open
I'm-
theaters, bro.
No, but what I'm saying is they're limiting it to 5 people, so they got to be spaced out.
Let's keep
So
the word.
that 5 has to be here, and the other 5 has to be
Keep it clean.
spaced out.
Yeah,
If there's too close together, that's the problem that she's going to be encountering.
In an open space versus an enclosed space, but that's a different topic, man. I'm trying to bring that here.
No, but Tito, you don't understand, dude. I live in Hawaii. You used to live in Hawaii. The number of outbreaks is hitting record levels for this little island. We're getting over 80. The other day we had 200.
Bro, let's keep that on the
cases.
let's keep that on the low
Yeah.
low because like I
My
don't
bad,
want.
I brought that up.
No, it's all good. I just don't want the word to get like. slip
Yeah.
up.
I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to use the
Yeah,
full word. I'm just saying that it's getting really bad in Hawaii.
I
The
get
other
you.
day, 236 cases. All she has to do is put 5 people that's in that family in one area, stretch it out another 10 feet, another 5. I know it's not going to be the way she wants it on a traditional sign waving aspect, but then she's just going to have to make alterations. And unfortunately, yeah, I agree with you. It sucks. But you know what? At least that
Yeah.
way she can still do what she needs to do.
All right. Yeah, I know what you mean, bro. But so what's going on? What are we talking about now? What I missed?
Tito, yeah.
Tito.
These are good, Lawrence.
We're just we just been talking about this situation with just with everything with T-Mobile, with what was it, the maps, the Note 20.
Mm-hmm.
With
Oh
the,
yeah, Techxtremist did a video talking about like the maps and why AT&T and T-Mobile don't want the real map coverage to be shown. I'll watch his video.
we're just well, I don't even know what happened to Tyrone. Oh, he dropped off.
Ty, come back.
He'll be back.
Come back.
Yeah, but basically, what's up with this Google Pixel 4a, man? I know you got it compared to the 4 XL. Talk to me, man.
I mean, so other than the fact that, of course, you know, the 730G, the chip is not future proof, which we all agree on.
Yeah.
It's just crazy because when you look at all the other aspects of it, like, you know, the photography and whatnot, like the cameras, like I said last night, it's
Actually,
better
Tito,
than
the chip's not the problem. It's just the modem.
yeah.
Yeah, the chip itself is a beast, bro. I used
No,
the
it is.
phone before I set it up the Technoid. That thing cooks, bro.
It's
Yeah.
fast. It's for what people thought, because people actually thought that, okay, you know, it's going to be a very bad experience because, you know, it's not, you know, it's a 700 series chip, but, you know, people will be surprised when you actually pick the phone up and use it. It's butter.
So
in my
Tito,
opinion.
last year had the 670, right? And the 3A.
Yep.
It was almost good enough. It was so close. It needed to be like 10 to 15% more powerful. And it was going to perform like a flagship because of the software, right? Because of Android and Google, right?
Right.
It needed just a little bit more. Because when I was using the 4A for like that day before I sent it off to Technoid, there was nothing I couldn't do. The only shortcoming on that phone is the cellular connectivity. It's going to be outdated by December.
Yeah. Which is
That's
why,
it.
like, it's you know, more people are probably going to find it in better position to get like the 4A 5G, which, you know, John Prosser dropped that knowledge on everybody. I watched his video this morning. So there is going to be multiple colors, actually. A white variant of the 4A. I think the 4A 5G is going to come out later on in October, but supposedly,
Is it
I
a
guess
large phone?
the 4A 5G is larger. It's larger than the 4A, and it's also larger than the 5. But like the 5 is going to have two colors. It's going to be just black and then like a mint green, and then the 4A 5G is going to have a white variant and a just black variant.
So they're not going to call it an XL, but it is going to be the XL.
Yeah.
Pretty
That's
much.
smart. That's smart. Because could you imagine saying Google Pixel 4a XL 5G?
Yeah.
That's just too much.
They were smart to
overkill.
just call it the 4a 5G because they have a 4a that's not 5G. Like that was enough to separate it. You didn't have to throw in the XL, you know?
Yeah, but one thing I will say with the 4A though that really surprised me is that the camera is better than my 4. And I actually took a bunch of photos this last couple of days, and I'm gonna do a video that like puts both photos side by side of same scenario shot, and people will see the color vibrancy from the 4A's camera is much clearer and sharper and just better, general.
Wow. Must be using the same camera as the Pixel 5.
Could be.
Sheep.
Jeez.
All right.
For it to be that, I mean, that's
I trust Tito with the Google stuff, bro. Anything about Google phones, Tito's my guy. You know?
exactly.
Yeah, I get that all the time with the whole Pixels. People want me to leave that. Why are you going Pixels? You get so much options. It's like, yeah, but I like what I like, just like people like Samsungs and LGs. And I'm not trying to knock those out of their hands. So leave me and my Pixels alone.
Oh man, I feel you, bro. I feel you.
It's true, bro. You know.
Yeah,
But,
I just think.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying. I just feel like that people like what they like. So
Yeah, man.
you know what? There's people that love iPhones, and I'm not here to tell anyone to ditch an iPhone for a Pixel. No way. But if someone's like, hey, I want to try a Pixel, then yeah, I'll tell you the good things about it, but I will also tell you the bad things about it. And I hate Android notifications.
I was talking about how there's people that poo-poo like Verizon's millimeter wave. And it's because they've never used it. They don't know it. They haven't experienced it. I think that also goes for some of these phones too. I think a lot of people that say things like, "Oh, iPhones, they suck." I mean, you got to use one before you make your claim, right? Before you dig in,
Yeah.
just make sure that you have experienced it, right? Before you say, "Oh, well, the Google Pixel phones are ugly," but you don't. Ugly is not a feature, though. Like there are features about Google phones that are truly like industry leading. Like still photography is industry leading. The software experience is industry leading. In the case of the 4A, the cost is industry leading, right? It's cheaper than an SE. If
Yep.
there's things about it that are going to attract buyers, and it fits the bill
Scam
for a
call
lot of
protection.
people. Automatic, bro. Automatic.
Yep.
I think I
Someone
had
should
that.
do it.
I think I had that with my 2XL, bro. Actually, pretty sure I did.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
the
think-
call screening.
Yeah.
Should do a
They even-
comparison between the 4A and the SC 2020.
Bro, can we highlight Sebi's comment? I'm about to snap, bro. Phones aren't sexy, bro. Phones aren't sexy. No.
They say you sexy and you like it type thing. Yeah.
Sebi, I got love for you, bro. I'm just clowning, man. Oh
No.
my god. Sexy, bro. A phone though, like, bro.
But it is true. Like your wife is sexy. Your
Yes.
wife is gorgeous.
Yes.
Yes.
See, we
You said it.
Hanai brothers, bro. We are
Yes.
here. Yes.
Yeah, you don't go to bed in that way with your phone.
Hell to the nah.
I mean, that would
Hold
be
on, where is it, bro? Hold on, where is it, bro?
that would be weird. Give it a kiss, bro. There you go. Yeah, that's what you would give to your wife, Bro, that's crazy, man.
Man.
No, this is the part I can agree with Sneed on. By
Yeah,
the time T-Mobile gets its 5G millimeter or 5G anything correct, Verizon's already going to have you know how much I love my T-Mobile service.
Yes,
So
yeah,
we're
you
gonna
do.
what you call it, call a spade a spade. By
Yes,
the
sir.
time T-Mobile gets their shit correct, excuse my language, they're gonna have millimeter wave backhaul. They're gonna have millimeter in more places than it is now, and they're gonna utilize that for backhaul where they don't.
By the
Where
time
the fiber,
T-Mobile has
fi-
their 6G, their 5G corrected, AT&T and Verizon are already been on 7G.
Well, we already know what you're gonna say, sheep, and start bashing them. Okay, my point
Isn't it?
is they're gonna have that as backhaul, where dropping fiber isn't realistic. They're gonna have it in more places, and if people can't see that, and I only had visible. I don't even have. I had Verizon postpaid before, but if you're not watching the trends, you can't make judgment on something that you don't have. All I'm seeing is the trends and where it's going.
yeah.
And millimeter wave is going to be huge for Verizon in the future, especially for backhaul.
It's ironic though if you think about it, right? Because when 4G was coming, and then Sprint was notorious because they went the wrong direction with it. While everyone went LTE, they went with WiMAX, and it's like they merged with Sprint, and same thing now happening.
Yeah, but it
to
would
an
have.
extent.
It's even without Sprint, it would have been an issue at T-Mobile too.
No, I'm just saying it's ironic.
What T-Mobile would have been forced to do is they'd be fighting over the Spectrum auctions 103, 105. Like they would have, like they don't have to get Spectrum at all these auctions. Like Verizon has to, AT&T has to, Dish has to.
Yeah.
T-Mobile doesn't have to go big on CBRS. Verizon does, right? Because they're Spectrum starved. So it did afford them that, like it gave them some wiggle room in that respect. But they're behind, so they have to start cooking.
Exactly.
They're gonna suffer Sprint's fate the same way.
Man, I really hope not, bro, because we can't. We need good competitors. We just no, dude.
Yeah.
I can't live like this, man.
Bro, because you got to think about it, bro. If they do end up falling down, bro, this is going to be wild. What was the point of the merger if at the end it's going to be another acquisition anyways?
Yeah.
Eventually another carrier will have to consume it.
Hey, Carlos, can I point out a great fact as of being a T-Mobile customer? If
Go ahead, bro.
T-Mobile drops tforce, okay, as a viable customer service. Okay, if they drop tforce, they're gonna flood the store with people coming in saying, "Okay, I need this change. I need all these simple changes that tforce can do." It's gonna be flooded to the store, and the store is gonna be so overwhelmed, and they're not gonna be able to focus on adding new lines or taking care of the customer that said, "Hey, I got the phone 2 days ago. I'm having a problem with the phone that needs to be visually." Okay, there's times where you can go on customer service for non-visual aspects, and there's times where you got to go to the store because there's a visual problem that needs to be seen, not just told. And by them taking away tforce, you're going to screw over the stores because you're going to double the capacity of people that's going through it for not realistic issues that can be handled through tforce in a matter of minutes. So it's just putting a burden on the sales reps to do everything and get paid less. Come on. As
Bro,
a T-Mobile 5-year T-Mobile customer, that is the biggest mistake they're going to make by taking away tforce. It helps alleviate the stores from having to help them with nonsense that can be
and,
fixed.
and Lawrence, actually, that was the one subject I was gonna touch next. That was the one that was on my head, was T-Force, because at first I thought it was just gonna be the Hawaii division that was gonna be eliminated in Honolulu. Well,
Yeah, due to a time zone issue.
it's
It's
it's not.
everywhere, right?
It's the whole T-Force in general. Whole T-Force is being eliminated.
But by eliminating T-Force, T-Mobile already shot itself in the foot.
And
The
Because
only thing
now
that
you're gonna
differentiated
take
T-Mobile
all those
from
customers to have to go to a store. Because I'm gonna tell you this much: if I call customer service and I get the Philippines, I hang up
Damn.
like that. I don't want to deal with the Philippines customer service. For one, they can
It's
barely
burdensome.
understand what you're
Yeah,
saying. They
it's
can barely
burdensome.
understand what you're saying, and then when you
you know
tell them the
you know
point, they're reading
T-Mobile
off a
has
script.
T-Force offices in the Philippines, right?
Okay.
But dude, every time I talk to somebody, the first thing they say, "Hey, they're from Hawaii." Oh, I normally, for my team of experts with T-Force, I get Colorado, New Mexico, and Hawaii. Because
because
they'll
Yeah.
come out and say, "Hey, how's the weather in Hawaii?" You know what I mean?
because you
Or
get
I'll talk to the person and say, "Hey, I haven't heard from Nevin in a while. Oh yeah, he got promoted."
Well,
because you got to think about this, bro. If they get rid of T-Force, Need, like, there are some people that really rely on it.
I understand. I do.
I mean, older people honestly don't. They're not going to create a Twitter account to get assistance, but people like us, that it would be convenience to do it that way and not have to deal with the BS or having to drive somewhere just to get customer service.
Yeah, and what about the customer that's 15 miles away from the nearest T-Mobile store? Are they going to drive 30, 45 minutes to go over there and to say, "Hey, this feature is not set up correctly," just to drive back another hour to fix a feature because they don't want to deal with? I'm sorry, I'm sorry to say this. That's straight up truth, dude. If I it's automatically they say, "How can I help you, sir?" I already know it's the Philippines because that's all that they always say, "Sir." So you already know that's a dead giveaway. You're talking to someone in the Philippines, and I say, "Oh, you know what? Sorry, man. Click. I don't want to deal with it, dude. Their Philippines customer service is horrible."
How do you feel, Steve, about this situation if they do get rid of the whole T-Force?
It's gonna suck to be a T-Mobile customer that needs attention. Has issues that they need to fix. Something comes up. You're gonna have to really call at certain times of the day, certain times of the night. You're gonna have to figure out when you get through to the right people. You're gonna have to ask for transfers. You're gonna try to reduce the amount that you're going to need the customer care. I honestly I try to avoid calling Verizon as much as possible. I don't want to just call for nothing. I really try to use the website as much as possible. So that way when I do call, I can say to them, look, I don't call much. I don't need much, but I need you now. I need you to take care of this. Like I feel like that gives you a little bit of a chance to maybe get what you need a lot sooner. Say, hey, I've been a customer for 20 years. I hardly ever call customer care. Bro, I can count on one hand how many times I've called customer care in the last 10 years. That's not an exaggeration. If it's something I can do on my own, I will. If there's an outage, if there's something else, that's a different story. But this just reiterates that fact that, you might have to massage it a little bit, and unfortunately, that's the direction T-Mobile has to go. The money situation just isn't there. If you were hoping that Deutsche Telekom was going to put money into T-Mobile, you're wrong. They're taking money out. So
Telecom just wants cash. They just want cash.
So, that's why, and Mike Sievert's never going to say it, and they're going to try to rive out this uncarrier propaganda until the day they die. But they monetarily can't be the uncarrier anymore.
What do you think, Tito? Like, I know you've dealt with Twitter supports and stuff like that. How would you feel if all of a sudden, let's say you were a T-Mobile customer and tforce was gone? The one place where they'll get it right the first time.
That's going to be that's going to contribute to their churn, because that's number one thing when it comes down to just any carrier. Is one of the top things they're judged on is their customer service, how it's handled. With every customer service, the one thing that they're always told to their agents is, first call resolution. Resolve it with the first contact. And it is true, because when customers have to call them repeatedly to the same thing, or if they have a certain avenue that was open for them to actually achieve that first call or that first contact resolution, and then that's taken away, and then now they're gonna have to go through hoops and fight and have to re-explain themselves over and over again, past here, past there, past everywhere. Some people just don't want to deal with it. They would just rather pour it out. Like, screw it, I'm gonna pour it out. I'm done.
That's true.
So that's gonna contribute to the churn rate.
So T-Mobile, customer service was the only thing that differentiated them from the other carriers. It's the only thing they had given customers. T-Mobile's the worst carrier in 90% of the country, so people just wanted good customer service. If they take that away, they're going to leave. Everyone's leaving. Everyone's going to leave.
Exactly.
Sheep, I'm going to go a little different here. So, I think people are with T-Mobile for Netflix, a large portion of them, and I think a big piece is also customer care. I think those are the two main things. It's Netflix and customer care. I don't know. I don't know about this network business. I don't know, bro. For the 7 people out there that say they live next to a T-Mobile tower, good for you.
I mean, nobody switched to T-Mobile for their network. You already know they don't work past city limits. That's obvious. It
happens occasionally. It's just not. Yeah, it's not usually the case.
So it really just boils down to the fact that they had good customer care. Of course, now with the merger, T-Mobile is by far and last. But before, they were pretty good, especially with tforce. It was pretty good. And
no radio. You're right. Pricing, sure.
They're going to take away the no taxes. They're going to force you off your plans. They're going to all that stuff. They're going to churn. People are not going to pay more money than Verizon for a terrible network. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody.
Well, the thing that's going to happen is the networks. Sure, go ahead, Lawrence.
The problem with them dropping tforce at this time and age, everything has gone video conferencing. Think about it. Everybody's going video conferencing, right? They're going from home. They got to stay at home. You can't go to the store. Stores are closing. All this, your store is closed because somebody got they got to clean the store. Now we have limited access to even just getting out of our house. So you're going to have a person who maybe that's me, for example, okay? I would, if they eliminate tforce, I am never calling customer service. And if I do have to call customer service, I'm automatically going to tell them, you need to transfer me to a U.S. rep.
T-Force is not here to stay. Info assistant. Anything can be taken away at the T-Mobile side. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why they're getting rid of T-Force, though, Lawrence. There's going to be millions of people calling and complaining about the network, and T-Force can't do anything for them.
Yeah.
So they're literally getting rid of that step,
But the thing is, what they should educate their customers. tell them, you know what? If you're having a problem with the network, we're consolidating a company. We have all these different avenues for you to go through. But if you do contact customer service for a network issue, just please realize it's going to take longer than normal to get that
Well, they
fixed.
should have, like you said. I mean, there should be a specific hotline for network outages.
Yeah.
Well,
You
I'll
know,
say
and it should
this,
be
just
Yeah.
from
because they're going to be having a lot of that in the next couple of years.
No, but the main problem is by them eliminating tforce, it's gonna force more people who's like me. If they once they get rid of tforce, any problem I have, I'm gonna go to the store. And if they tell me call customer service, I goes, no, you're here to service me. You call customer service because you seeing the problems I'm having. You can relay it to them so it gets expedited faster versus me calling customer service and then them telling me, "Oh, you got to go to the store and talk to somebody." Then I go to the store, and the store tells me, "Oh, you got to call customer service." I go, see what I mean? It's going to cause so much problems that the stores are going to be overwhelmed when they should be focusing on
Well, I think
adding new lines and all the other
you're
stuff.
right, Lawrence. You're right. I think that's what they're doing now with the whole Sprint situation. Like they're moving by Q4. There's only going to be certain T-Mobile stores that are going to serve Sprint accounts and Sprint systems, and that's smart because T-Mobile stores are having issues. The common worker that's been at T-Mobile does not really know how to use Sprint systems efficiently and effectively. They're messing things up. They're having mistakes. It's taking too long. It's taking away from the sales of the retail space. So it's actually wise that they're going to start, creating these linear pathways for certain things. I would have an outage hotline. I would have T-Mobile / Sprint stores that can access both Sprint and T-Mobile accounts, right? And there should be stores that don't do Sprint stuff, but it's got to be like 50-50. Like the stores have to be close, like within a couple of miles, because you can't send
No,
somebody 10 miles across town to get served for Sprint. That's rough, bro. So
well, what T-Mobile is going to have to do is they're going to have to take a page from Verizon. When you walk into that
what?
store, no, think about
What?
it. They're gonna have to take a page from Verizon because when I worked in 2005 in a Verizon store, they had dedicated customer service. So when you go over to one side, that's the guys who did the customer service, the the taking up your free phones, doing your warranty swaps, everything. And the other retail side, on the retail side, that's where you get your upgrades and your add lines. T-Mobile's gonna have to have at least two people in that store that all they do is customer service. You come in, you handle the problem. So the four other guys, they're doing upgrades and add lines. And if they don't do that by having dedicated customer service where you walk in, like if you walk into an AT&T store, they're gonna have somebody that all they do is customer service. They don't do sales. So walk into a
Lawrence,
Verizon store, it's the same thing.
T-Mobile is going to charge them a $20 surcharge to walk in and take care of that problem. If they don't call in a customer care agent or do a
No,
chat
but
support
you're
or
talking
Twitter,
about Sims. I'm not talking about Sims. I'm just talking about
I'm not talking
resolving
about
issues.
Sims. I'm not talking about Sims.
They're doing it all together.
I'm not talking about Sims, my brother.
They're doing
I'm
it all
telling you,
together.
they're going to be charging people to take care of customer service stuff that could be done online or over the phone. They're going to charge you if you go to the store for the fix.
$20 support charge.
So you're telling me if a feature fell off my phone and I went in there and all they had to do is put it back on, I'm going to get charged $20 for a feature fix?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually,
Hold on. Let me make it official. Let me
You,
give you the real. Yeah, they are going to do that.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll tell you this much: for some people, they're just going to walk out of the store and they're going to walk to that Verizon store and say, "Hey, port my numbers over."
Lawrence, I
That's
respect your
That's
opinion.
ridiculous.
I
But
respect
that's
your opinion.
ridiculous.
Everything you're saying is right. That is ridiculous. They will walk out. That
Exactly.
is going to happen. You're not even a prophet, bro. You're just a regular dude, and that is all going to happen. You are correct, sir.
Yeah, because think
But
about
if
it,
they
bro.
don't, but see, the problem is if they don't change it and change their ways and stop worrying about nickeling, diming customers
At
for
some point,
satisfaction.
Lawrence, at some point, they are going to have to wave the white flag. and say the uncarrier is gone, dog. They're gonna have to say it.
Well, once they start charging fees in the store, yeah, that's not even a carrier thing. When you go to Verizon, when I worked in 2005, okay, they came to me because I was a customer service. I was a third-party customer service agent in a Verizon store. And then when I worked for AT&T, when that kiosk started getting super busy, they flew a guy in from the outer islands, and all he did was customer service. He didn't sell anything. Every time we had a problem, we hand him over to that guy. Oh, you're having a problem with your account. Okay, I'll use the name of Bill, for example. Bill's going to take care of you. And then I hand them off to him. Another customer comes up and say, hey, I want to add a line or I want to upgrade my phone. I can focus on that customer instead of making that customer wait. And that's the biggest problem with T-Mobile, man. They're doing so many things and so much stuff that they become the circus network. When you go to circus, you got the jugglers on this side. You got the clowns on that side. You got the tiger jumping through hoops. That is T-Mobile now. The circus network. Hey, man, you want your popcorn?
He's laying out the whole
side.
thing, bro. He's going from department to department. He's like the elephant, the tiger, the seal, bro.
You want to see the
He's going for the
tigers?
kill.
They're that side.
He's going for the kill, bro.
You know how much I love T-Mobile. Okay, but we're just calling as it is, calling it the way you see it. And like for you, the example you gave for all those people that passing judgment on postpaid plans that don't even have it, dude. I have 3 postpaid T-Mobile lines and 3 different iPhones, and then if you, depending on that, all the speed tests come up the same. How can you get an iPhone 7 Plus because it has a Qualcomm modem give a faster result than an iPhone SS Max with 4 carrier aggregation? That just tells you, man, T-Mobile's network is messed up. You know, I'm very fortunate where T-Mobile, you know, is a fairly good network in Hawaii. I haven't had any major problems with them. But just following the trends and being with them for 5 years, that's what it's going to be.
That's real.
That's what it's going to be.
It's real, bro.
You flashed it too fast.
I flashed
That's
it too
that
fast
kangaroo
here.
from it's that kangaroo from Streets of Rage 3. He got into the T-Mobile store.
There you go, bro. There you go, Lawrence. He's wearing a diaper for you too, bro.
It all depends, bro. It really does. It all depends.
Oh man,
Yeah,
bro.
man. I feel for Tim, man. People are going to be coming in there making all these complaints that they're going to just tell him, I can't help you. You got to call customer service. Because I already did that. I didn't get nothing resolved. It's just going to be a tennis game of going back and forth and then redirecting people around like a giant circus. Sorry.
And that was Sprint's biggest problem.
Basically, what's gonna happen? What is it? Gento, I think that's his name. What's gonna happen is they're probably gonna give him like a severance package, because that's what they're doing in Hawaii for the T-Force for September. They either gotta get a severance package, or they were supposed to ship them if they wanted to come to the mainland to get work at T-Force, but we already know that's not happening, because we got confirmation on the inside that's talking about that they are getting rid of the whole entire T-Force. They either want it to be through 611 or through store rep to help you either way.
Carlos, let me say this thing. If they're going to get rid of T-Force completely, why ask them to transfer to the mainland so they can fill in the gaps in that area for a little while, maybe 3 months, and then say, sorry, you're out of a job again, go back home?
I can confirm that Caleb is eating
sense.
scallops that are wrapped in bacon as we speak.
Yeah.
Some next level stuff right there, bro. Go ahead, Lawrence. My bad, bro.
Amazing.
No, but you know what I mean? If Hawaii closes down and they say, okay, you can go to Colorado, move to Colorado. How long is Colorado gonna last? and then maybe 6 months later they close, and then they say, you know what, everything else closed, dude. You can either stay here or go back home to Hawaii. What is T-Mobile
Amazing.
thinking?
Cold-blooded.
Amazing scallops.
I'm gonna tell you this.
In
Man.
Spanish,
T-Mobile
they call that
will
Los
no
Scallops,
longer
bro.
win
No
any.
scallops.
T-Mobile from this point on will no longer win any customer service awards.
Dang.
Oh, look at what Ricky's saying, bro. I heard they have stripper pole in some stores too. Oh, bro, no, bro.
Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
Blow the whistle.
Oh, man.
See what I mean? If that's
What's the
true,
poll
say
for, though?
hypothetically, no, but say if that was true, there you go with the circus theme. Go over there, get your exercise on while you're waiting.
Everybody
dude,
pop
and
yoke
then-
like this. Chicken body, don't stop, don't quit. You
Get
going
a
there for an
Galaxy.
upgrade? Yeah.
Get a Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, and
Yeah.
they will dance on that pole and slide down and hand you your new phone as they're coming down.
Yeah, it's coming down the pole, bro. It's coming down. They're even gonna do a little.
Now let's say you owe me something.
Oh my god! No way, bro.
Shackles on your feet.
Oh my god, this is crazy, man. It's just, I really do hope that eventually this stuff changes and it can get for the better, bro. But if not, man, God bless it.
You know, in all of this, I really only care about two people: consumers and the employees of said company. I don't care about anything else, bro. I really do not. I
Come
really
down
don't.
550 deposit. Wow.
Oh, wow.
You owe me. Come on. You owe me.
50. Dang.
You remember
Well,
that song? Come on,
but
Carlos. Remember that Nas song on Timberland?
I do, bro.
Had Genuine on the track. Yep.
But hey, Sneed, seriously, think about my experience when I went to upgrade my last phone.
Oh,
right?
bro.
The girl in the
Oh,
store
bro.
scanned the box. The girl scanned the box twice. Okay, she couldn't activate the eSIM. You know, she told me straight out, call customer service and they'll help you activate it. It's
So
like,
she
I'm
admitted
here for you.
incompetence? Was that the situation? She didn't know how to do it.
Dude, if it was the old me, no, I would. It was no,
Bro,
seriously, it was the
Lawrence
old
worked
me.
it all out in therapy,
would-
bro. He's trying to be a changed man, bro.
I would
He's-
have went off on her, but
I'm telling you,
considering
bro.
the circumstances, and I just knew, okay, I'm just taking my 30 years of experience and saying this girl is lazy. So I told her straight out, if you're not going to help me, then credit me back the $20 you're charging me for not activating my phone. Then you go, oh, I'll talk to my manager. Then they waive the $20 fee just to go home, and find out not even my girlfriend's phone was activated, and they charged her $20, and they claimed it was activated. And you saw the picture, Charles, of the phone
Yeah.
still in the wrapper. My girlfriend holding
Bro.
the phone because she was happy to get a new phone.
There you go. There
It
you
was
go,
still in the
bro.
wrapper.
There you go. The kangaroo brought you your phone. There you go.
Yo, not only do you have to wear a mask, but now kangaroos have to wear diapers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
See, the problem is all for the few good T-Mobile employees that's either leaving or probably left already before this to go work for a different carrier. They're getting all these noobs, dude, that just give up too easy. They don't finish what they started, and they hand you off.
Or they're
to
not
somebody
correctly
else.
trained.
Yeah. And that's
But that's
usually
what
what
point
it
I'm
comes
trying to
down.
make, man. When she told me call customer service, it's like, really? I'm gonna
That's
pay you
putting up the
$20
white
for you to
flag,
do
bro.
nothing.
They're putting up the white flag. What's up, Keon? Good to see you,
literally
man.
just scanned the box twice and gave up.
I hate those types of experiences. Because like with Sprint, that's what I would get. Person would be told from the store rep to call me and I'd fix it. So like my whole solution to it was go back to the store, keep me on the phone, and then put that person on the phone. Then I would tell them like, you know you can fix it, so fix it for the customer. Simple.
Dude, that's what we used to do at when I was at Verizon, where certain cases where we could not do anything in store, I tell a customer, hold on, there's something in my system that I can't do for you. I'm gonna have to call customer service. You're gonna give them your information, and I'm gonna tell them what's the problem so they can fix it. Did that at
Yeah.
AT&T, did that at Verizon, but that's the problem with T-Mobile. It's easy for them to just say, "Go customer service to get you out of the store," because
Bro,
they don't
Bro.
care.
it's it's even easier. Shackles on your feet. You owe me.
You see Kazi what he's put in, bro? He said the kangaroo then charges a $20 process fee to carry the phone. Damn.
Oh man.
You got T-chains in front of the window at the mall. Shaking his belly in front of the glass, bro. Who's going in there? Who's going in there?
Nobody. They're gonna go to the Verizon
T-chain's
store.
got shackles on his feet.
You don't even want to get me going with this guy. T-chains, bro.
Fucking
Bruh.
T-chains.
Listen, if I had a belly to jiggle, I would do it in front of the camera right now. But I've been eating pretty good, bro, and I've been running. I don't have much to shake right now. But, bruh, dude, to know that he's on payroll, he's not volunteering. They're paying him to shake his gut, bro.
Who's on here on the panel has a belly to shake? We need to see a T-chain shake.
Nobody's shaking no bellies on here, bro.
Nah.
Nobody's doing it. Oh,
Right.
man. That happened, Chief.
What I don't understand is T-Mobile's expectations for acquiring business lines as a part of their quota. How are you going to attract the old school businessman who's not going to deal with this buffoonery? Seriously, they're going to go into a store and see all this madness. They're going to say, "I'm out." You know what I mean? They want to go in there, just get their account fixed or add lines added to their business account, and they see people jumping around like a 3-ring circus. No, they're going to leave. And that's why T-Mobile business side is struggling.
Let me see that thong.
So it doesn't work that way. Retail stores have zero power to do anything. Customer care does what they want to. Dang. Well, you heard
Dies
it from
like a truck. Trump. Dies like what? You remember the sis? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
order. Bro, I'm telling you, it's just crazy, bro. I really do hope that they do change somehow. I mean, hopefully sooner than later, because eventually marketing is not going to work anymore for you.
Carlos, the store doesn't have to look like a club.
No.
It could look like a retail store, and just the customer care is good, the service is good. Everything's efficient, runs like a well-oiled machine.
Take all
You don't need pink strobe lights, bro. You don't need to give away thongs. It dumps like a truck. You don't need any of that, bro. Thighs like what? You don't need it. It does. Ray, what
Ray.
up, brother?
Hey, look at
Ray.
Sneed.
Yeah.
Yo, Sneed, look at Tim's comment. It doesn't work
Bro,
that way.
Ray's lighting it
Retail
up right now, bro. He got the
store-
club going on. Go ahead, Ray. Turn up the tunes. Turn up the music, bro. Thighs like what? What?
Sneed.
That's that
Hold
T-Mobile
on for a
store,
minute, Sneed.
bro.
Go ahead, Lawrence. Go ahead.
Steve, look what Tim said. It doesn't work that way. Retail stores have zero power to do anything. Customer service does what they want to. See, that's what I brought up earlier.
The reps could call in.
No, but the thing is, T-Mobile sales reps don't have the time for that. They should be focusing on new lines, upgrades. They need at least 2 people in that store who focus on customer service issues only. So if I
Carlos.
was in there, I would say, "Hey, Sneed, here's Bill. He's gonna take care of you."
I like
take
no
care of that
radio's
issue.
comment.
See, that's the problem, Tito.
Yeah.
Verizon and
No, but what I'm
AT&T
saying is
has
that the
people
rep
that
could
do
actually call
absolutely-
into customer service and let the customer
Who pays
talk.
$280 a
No,
month?
but Tito, that's not. You're missing the point of what I'm trying to say. The other carriers have dedicated customer service reps in the store.
No, I get that.
They lift the burden off the retail reps. Okay, by T-Mobile continuing to do what they're gonna do, they're gonna have a whole bunch of
but
people in there.
Lawrence,
and
they
then
don't
they're
want to
gonna
pay
say,
them for
"Screw it,
that.
I'm gonna go someplace else."
Lawrence, they don't
look,
want to pay them
But
for
that's-
that there,
But
T-Mobile
that's
cannot
that's
afford
T-Mobile's major problem.
for that. They don't
Yeah.
want to.
That's right. That's right. They can't afford not to have it.
Okay, we're gonna compare
Same
this right
thing.
here. We're gonna let the chat decide on this one. All right, this is gonna be a difference between AT&T and T-Mobile. You go in. This is how they present. This is how AT&T presents. Look at that. Look at Lily.
Damn.
Yeah,
The hell?
to the right is when she's, chilling. To the left is when she's working. All right. Yeah.
The
Okay.
hell?
So that's
Professional.
or do you
Ray, I see you, brother.
or, or do you
Whoa.
want to see this right here?
Oh, bro. Oh, man. Bruh.
Or you want to see that, Ray?
Go back to Lily. Go back to
Bro,
Lily.
I don't know what bill. I don't know how No Radio's bill would be 280. I have 7 lines on Verizon, and my bill is
He said
270.
he said
270.
that-
7 lines, 270. Out the door, it's 270. Out the door. Taxes included.
Hey, guys,
7
right
lines,
back.
bro.
I'll
So
be right back.
that's
You
he's
can
also
show.
including 4 phones. 4 phones.
Well, that changes everything. You can get your phones from anywhere. Take the phones out. What's your bill for your lines? Right? I mean, my lines cost me about $35 a month. Each one, I don't know. I mean, you must be financing expensive phones. Each phone must be $40 or something, because I don't know how many lines you got, Go to the site, get 4 flagships, and pay more unlimited. Okay, so that's 200, and then the flagships. Yeah, 4 flagships, sure. I mean, what's it going to be on T-Mobile? What's it going to be on AT&T? I don't know what their prices are going to be, but I'm guessing it won't be that much different.
So
I mean, maybe T-Mobile with tax and fees, it might be $240. You might save $40, maybe, because of the taxes and fees.
Yeah. Might say
Bro, my same plan on T-Mobile would only I would be saving $20 or $30 a month. No, thank you. I need
Nobody
my
would
wife.
want to
I need
save.
my wife always connected, bro. I can't run that risk. Nah. Not happening, Chief.
So with your 7 lines and compared to T-Mobile's plan, it's only a $30 difference.
It's on the total bill. The same plan that I have. I had Tim do the whole shebang. I said, listen, here's the features I have. Here's the number of lines I have. How much would this cost on T-Mobile? And he told me it would be like $240.
So you pay
I pay $270. My bill is $270.
Okay.
I'm not interested in saving $3 a line and then not having service in my house and not having service in certain places in the CLE and my live streams tanking. And no, I'm not negotiating.
Even if you divide that $30 into 7, it's $4.28. It's
I know.
a cup of coffee. Sacrifice a cup of coffee at Starbucks, and you can get better service.
I don't want to tell you what I've done with $4. I don't even want to tell you. I don't even want to open up about it. I don't even want to go there, as they say. What I've done with $4.
For the whole month. But that's for the whole month. Okay,
Sorry
if you want
about
to
that.
really be, dude, if you really want to be technical, take that $4.28 divided by 30. It's really 14 cents a day for a better network.
Yeah, 14 cents. 14 cents a day to be able to use your phone in a rural area on a quality network.
Simply best said it, right here. It's been a while since I pressed Verizon. I'm pretty sure I can get 7 lines for under 300.
Carlos, I have 7 lines. My bill is $280 out the door.
You can. They do have mix and match, so you can mix and match plans how you want.
And nobody else does that. You don't have to get Magenta only. You can get Essentials if they were to do it like Verizon does.
But they are offering a T-Mobile mask on September 1st.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I don't get at Verizon. I don't get dumps like a truck. Thighs like what? I don't get any of that, bro. It's not included.
You
It's
know why
not.
I love AT&T?
Uh-oh.
You want to know why I love AT&T?
Why is that, Ray?
Because AT&T dropped the new Batman trailer.
Warner
Ah.
Media, yeah.
Yeah.
Ray,
Speaking of
you're
the
a movie
Batman,
buff.
speaking of the new Batman trailer,
All my lines are unlimited, no radio.
bruh. That go ahead. Y'all know me.
Radio, if you
Bruh.
want, I still have a code. If you need a code, let me know. 50% off Verizon. Employee code.
Maverick need that code. Maverick, where you at?
Hey, Sneed, you know, I'm not BSing you, bro. I've had people emailing me saying they'll give me $300 PayPal it right now for the code. 300, bro.
Hey,
And this was not taking.
Carlos, I did the math from Maverick. It would cost him,
No radio. No.
say he ported his number out, he would owe Sprint $1,000 basically.
Yeah.
At 5 lines, whatever. It came up to $960. He could easily go to Verizon, say he gets 5 lines. He's gonna save $125 a month. Take that $125 a month he's saving and pay it to Sprint / T-Mobile and make a payment arrangement on his devices. So he's going to be basically paying full for maybe 6 months. And after that 6 months drops off or that payment arrangement with him, he's free and clear, and he's going to save a total of $1,500 in a year. So the first $960, he's going to take a hit. Everything after that, he's going to make out and have a better network.
Carlos, please don't give anybody any more codes. They need to go to AT&T. Get away from Verizon. Verizon is bad. Okay? Don't go to Verizon. They're evil. They're the big red nasty carrier. They hate you. They're going to steal your firstborn, your left arm, and your third leg. It's all gone. They're taking everything. You ain't going to have nothing left. You're going to be a speck.
T-Mobile. He's talking about T-Mobile.
You need to go to T-Mobile. You need to go to AT&T. Verizon is the worst. Cut it out. What are you showing me, Ray? What you got, bro?
Hey, speed test AT&T for full bars of service.
Yeah, go to AT&T. They love you. They're the best. They will dumps like a truck. They'll do it too, bro. They'll do the whole thing.
No, they don't. They're professional, unlike T-Mobile. T-Mobile is the only unprofessional carrier.
Sheep. I'm trying to get people off the Verizon network. Cut it out, bro. This plan is backfiring. Dang.
No, but
yeah.
What is this? Nah, that ain't right. Hold on now. Hold on.
Turn off the Verizon SIM. Turn off the Verizon SIM.
Yeah. I was about to say I got to turn the Verizon SIM.
Sebi says everybody go to Dish. Dish is the best.
Yeah. What the hell is that?
No, because that's going to ruin the T-Mobile network. You don't want them going to Dish, Sebi. What is wrong with you? Sharky, my opinion on Visible, if it's a market that has very, very strong Verizon capacity, Visible is good.
Yeah.
Sneed messing up the plug. My bad, NR. Somebody get NR a code, man. Somebody get him a code, dog.
Yeah.
Here we go.
What are we testing, Ray? AT&T?
Yes, sir.
Go.
Yeah, Big Blue.
No.
Run it again, bro. Dumps like a truck. I was like, what? We just had to give it some music to get it going.
Yeah, sweet talking and finesse it. There it goes.
Yeah.
What?
That works.
What? It's still going, bruh. It's like a fine wine.
You gotta put Ray on the spotlight. You gotta make his screen bigger so we can actually see it.
Well, I can't do it, bro. He didn't make me. If Carlos would have left, I could have did it.
I think Carlos went to the restroom.
See, this is why our people don't have anything, Carlos. We don't know how to run our streams properly.
Yeah, that's a real network. T-Mobile. 0.
Yeah, that's a real network.
Hey, speed test Verizon now.
No, no, don't show anybody anything about Verizon. It needs to be a secret, like a secret. You know, like top secret. You know, top secret of the world,
Verizon
Craig.
don't work too well over here. I might get like.
It's probably congested, bro. It's probably congested.
You know what is funny?
Verizon don't
You know,
speak
it's funny.
congestion in Vegas.
I really wish this not all this stuff wasn't happening. I would put cheap on a plane to Hawaii, and I go, let's test AT&T in Hawaii and tell me how you feel
Hold
about
on, fellas.
AT&T after
I'll be
you
right
test them
back.
in Hawaii. Then you'll change
not
your
good.
whole attitude will change.
It's not good, Lawrence.
They're neglecting the AT&T is neglecting the Hawaii market.
Hi,
Okay,
Tech
I'm
Loving
gonna tell
Mama.
you
What's
straight
going
up.
on?
There's just certain areas where, like you said, call
I'll be
call
right
a
back,
spade a
fellas. Hold on.
spade.
Yeah,
It doesn't have a
absolutely.
carrier that
There's
neglects
certain
one state.
areas where T-Mobile is better than AT&T in Hawaii, and that's how bad it is. I wish, dude. I wish I had. I even had somebody comment on my video that the AT&T in Hawaii is nothing like the mainland AT&T. I
Hey,
wish I
Fortnite
had
says
what you guys have.
I'd rather
Fortnite,
have
Fortnite
more
says eSIM is whack at lower speed if you have both on.
than have T-Mobile.
That has nothing to do with it. I can turn off the T-Mobile SIM. It's the AT&T areas are still slow and congested. I'm sorry, it has nothing to do with that. Stop, and you know what? You got to stop using that as an excuse because the phone was made to do that. So if the phone can do that, if your network can't handle it, that has nothing to do with it. It has anything to do with the network. It's only a marginal signal loss. It shouldn't be to the point where I'm constantly connecting to H plus or I'm getting less than 5 megabits with AT&T. I'm waiting for all the upgrades that Moose said. Trust me, AT&T is nothing in Hawaii. Is nothing like the mainland. Look at what Ray's getting. The fastest I've seen on AT&T was maybe 180, and that's in a Walmart parking lot.
Damn. Fucking.
It's like advertisement from Walmart.
I get
Go Walmart to get the best speeds.
200. I get 200 on visible. Okay, there's areas where visible blows AT&T and T-Mobile postpaid out of the water. That's the problem.
Bro,
I believe you, Lawrence, but that should not be happening, bro.
Exactly, but that just shows you how strong Verizon is. But that just shows you how strong Verizon is. If their lowest priority on Verizon can outdo a postpaid plan.
Listen, while Verizon was building out and strengthening and bolstering their network, AT&T was trying to buy Time Warner and DirecTV, and T-Mobile was focusing on shackles on her feet. You owe me.
And now
So
now here we are in 2020. AT&T upgrading, Verizon's upgrading, but T-Mobile is not. Why is T-Mobile doing 0 network upgrades? 0. They're not deploying 41. They're not deploying 71. They're not deploying Band 4 because that doesn't exist that well. They're not even putting up rural towers. What the fuck are they doing? Get off the fucking TikTok and Overwatch and go put up fucking tower.
Sheep. You should know the answer to that, Chief. They do not have the backhaul to support all that megahertz spectrum. Just because you add spectrum to a site that doesn't have the backhaul, it's pointless. That's why the spectrum portfolio is so thin, because they can only put so much of spectrum to support that backhaul.
T-Mobile has excellent backhaul around here. And
what you got there?
20% of the sites have
Kane.
Hey, yeah. Raising Canes.
Where's my Los? I'm awaiting the arrival of my mutton joints and the wine and the grapes and the fanning.
God damn.
Oh, Ray, you got juice.
This mofo got
finally.
He got lost, bro.
You know,
I heard T-Chains was your Uber Eats driver. True?
He probably was, bro. Didn't even bring no ketchup.
What you got the Bahama Mama flavor? What you got there, Ray? Bahama Mama?
Nah, Pachamama. Nah, Pachamama is good. It's a good flavor.
Listen, no radio. When a market has a congested Verizon network, it's because the other carriers aren't doing their part. Right? Everybody's moving to Verizon because they need the coverage. Well, if everybody's on Verizon, what does that say about what AT&T and T-Mobile are doing there? We need them to build out a better network so people will switch, right? We need balance in telecom. We can't have everybody on one network. We need all networks to be similar and competitive.
Well,
You know,
since
and that's
AT&T is becoming better, they could switch. But the problem is, there's only 2 cell phone carriers right now. There's only 2, and there will never be a third one unless it's Dish.
yo, Ginto, I ate my sandwich, bro. I turned that camera off and I was like,
Bro, I ate my sandwich.
yeah.
Sneed
Tracy,
crazy. Huh?
we got two Kanye Tracy.
Dang, fool.
Carlo,
Hey, you know my mom
Carlo.
they got the kids some food too.
Carlo. What is it? What how do you say I'm hungry? What is it? Tango, hambre. Yeah, bro. It's been a while, bro. I'm telling you, when I was in the DR, man, I got all my Spanish back within 8 days, bro. I was 100% Goya, bro. Straight up 100%. I wasn't even speaking English anymore. I sounded like Big Pun, bro. That's what I sounded like when I was in the DR. I was eating manzanas. It was mañana. The whole thing, bro. I was doing everything, bro.
Oh, this battery needs to be charged.
I've been barely eating, bro.
Bro, you got to eat something. Come on, man. Get your calories in there.
Because you know the stress, bro. You know.
Carlos good. He been with
One
me.
day at a time, bro. One day at a time.
He good. He been over here with me. He's straight. He's straight. He been with me and these crazy kids.
Acechando en las sombras.
Damn, Sneed, you sound like one of them novellas. You sound like one of them novellas.
But bro, I'm telling you, man. Like, I don't know. What were you guys discussing? Like the T-Mobile thing still?
Yeah.
Shaq goes on. I'm about to go to Sioma's live stream after this and just start singing on his live stream.
What is he going? Is he going on, bro? Because we'll migrate over that way.
Oh, me.
He's live right now. I think he on right now. I'm not sure.
Let me check this out right now. Because if he is, bro, we'll migrate over that way.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna be singing that song, bro. Owe me back like it's money you spent.
Yeah.
That was a hit back then when it came out. Ain't that Nas and Genuine?
Yeah, but Nas he caught a lot of pushback for that, bro. They were like, "Yo, you're supposed to be the streets disciple. You're supposed to be Nasty Nas, the Don, this and that, the firm." And then he's talking about Shaq goes on your feet. You know, everybody was pissed, bro, because you can't be streets talking about "owe me back." You know.
Yeah, Tito, you got to get this one. Woo.
Well, when you guys come through the Phoenix, man, you have that with you, man. I'll try it.
Yeah, man. Tito, man, I'm telling you, I got to hook you up, man. We don't get, like, you know where I had to go? I had to go. Guess where I went, Carlos, to get this?
What?
Tropicana, close, right before you get to the airport.
Oh, nice.
That's far, man. Yeah, but that's far from where I live, you know?
Well, guys, let's wrap this up. I appreciate everybody that came through today. And also a special thanks and shout out to Kimon, H Pizza, Garen, and Kasi for the donations on the channel on Cash App and PayPal. Appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. And, you know, I understand times are tough, but you know, I appreciate you guys going and doing that. Then make sure to subscribe to SMT, to Chanel 808 Life Hawaii.
Lawrence.
Make sure to subscribe to Tito, Aloha Android. We got
Tito, the OG.
I don't know what Ray's doing, but if he wants to say what his channel is, you guys can check him out too.
You know, I got me and Tito. Tito, I'm working on it right now today.
Okay.
I got Carlos was with me. Carlos could tell you I was working on our intro.
Yeah.
Yo,
Our intro's gonna be nice.
Ray's starting to percolate over there. Things are starting to come together right now.
Yeah, man.
Exactly, guys. And then check out also Ricky, RFK Tech Q&A. He's in the house. You know, he's doing the uncovering the skunkery messery. And we appreciate everybody here. Appreciate Techxtremist. Appreciate Techlife, Tyrone for being in the house earlier. And we're gonna cut this stream and we're catch you in the next one, guys. All right. Peace.
Peace.
All right.
Yeah.